Waiting for nothing now. So everyone can wake up and let's get this day started. I'll switch to XSplit. Come on, Jordan.
Nothing to look at. Go back to work, everyone.
Sorry, I had to end my stream.
That's okay. So, yeah, 2 Mafia teams, 1 Vigilante. Jordan's the inno child. Go ahead.
I am.
Wait, quiet.
I am Vanilla Town.
I am
Good Hypno.
Vigilante.
I am
I'm just a little
Oracle.
baby.
All the
where's
Mafia
Fletch?
just got
Tan
here.
is Mafia. I know.
What'd you say, Ryan?
Tan is Mafia.
I said, where is Fletch? I just want to like see how he
Yeah.
reacts.
I don't know. I'm in the top left for me. I don't know where I'm at for you.
Alright, I have a quick
I'm right
quick
next to the
5-second
body, so I'm
read.
good.
Quick 5-second read.
What
I
I
think
should happen is the person that's typing should mute their microphone. Thanks, bye.
yeah,
Right? Everybody's fucking thing so cancer right now.
no, 5-second read.
God.
5-second
You're
read.
cancer,
Really
Boo.
good.
Your fucking mother.
I was watching someone really closely at the serve today, and I'm convinced that Abby is Mafia or PR.
Alright.
So
I have double
That might
be a good PR read, Captain. That might be a good one for once.
My formal Jordan.
I second my formal.
Oh, I can't second. Damn it. All right.
Colin was ready.
Wait, oh, you can't second your partner's formals?
That's so broken if you can.
You
Oh,
also
that's
can.
true. Okay.
That'd be
all right,
so
all right,
fucking
all right.
broken.
Wait, can you resend your partner's formals? That should be allowed, right?
No, if you
A formal
if you make the
captain.
formal, then you hold it.
I second cat.
Fucking guy.
Does that work? So
Oh,
Abby,
You're the one that Captain can just resend off himself.
yeah, Abby holds
That'd be
formal on me.
amazing.
Huh.
Googles, you're kind of in the way.
Ooh.
So that I can be next to my partner. Like, you're
Excuse me.
I
All right,
mean, no,
Yeah.
Devin, we're at the end.
I have double A pins. I don't know who the fuck's where.
Devin,
What?
cycle.
Hold on.
Turn off your can. Turn it back on. Let's go.
No, I'm just gonna. Oh, you can like do the little down arrow on the side and get
Listen,
your-
motherfucker, Wow. just turn off your cam and turn it back on.
I don't wanna.
Do it.
She's in a good spot, man. What do I
Holy
get out of
shit,
this?
Kaney, are you looking for a new job? Because we can clip this, and you can be,
Boo-boos, turn
you
your
can get
camera
any
off.
job in IT.
Yes,
Because you just told her to turn it off and back on
Turn it
again.
back on.
Oh man.
So let's get this out of the way. Mafia only have 2 teams, and I think they only get 1 PP per
Wait,
night.
how many mafia are there?
There's two Mafia.
There's only two mafia?
Keep that up,
Yeah,
man.
2 equals 4.
Tilting. No.
Alright,
2 equals
that's okay.
4.
I
That's a
can
good
live with
one.
Alright, that, yo, I formal CJ.
Dude, I think I
have to
believe
know.
Kaney's
Second
go-to.
CJ.
No.
I was about to.
I'll start reading people.
Yo, tell your partner to, make his camera right side up. Alright, there you go.
You did get a PR read though, Captain.
I'm
That
pretty
was
sure
pretty good.
CJ's town. Do not follow him.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think up,
You're
man.
not
Dude,
positive.
pretty sure.
Ow.
Do we have PRs?
Dude, I love this
Templar,
Captain
Templar,
Abby
how
team.
sure
Because you just
are you?
counted Abby, you don't have to worry about Captain like at all.
At least 40.
Best thing ever.
Hold on, Ryan, who are you with?
Fletch.
Oh, getting them both!
Yeah, we're both town, so you're gonna
Both
get.
mafia!
You don't even
Ooh,
think
this
that.
way, fun.
Back off. You didn't even. Did you actually read me as Mafia before you?
Yes!
That's bad then.
I read
should
you both
get it.
individually mafia.
Interesting.
You really read?
Wait,
okay,
Ryan, and
why
you
did you read
Fletch?
Fletch Mafia?
Yeah.
Why not? Why'd I read you mafia?
Because I want to know why you read Fletch Mafia, because you didn't know.
Kenny's Mafia.
Yeah,
Can
no,
you PM your partners during the day?
Yes.
Bayrex, why? Bayrex, why?
Oh wait.
This
Captain
seems
is
way
not
too
happy with
like
the thing.
energetic happy Candy, which is Mafia. Candy.
We are
Captain's gonna make sure.
killing Niltech.
Did you say Katie's just Mafia?
I think.
I agree, Candy saw me, but I didn't catch the
Oh my gosh, Templar, you gotta stop, dude.
Nice claim.
Dude, I fumbled Templar.
Our second
Oh
Templar.
my god, why?
Stop
Both
it!
those Templars.
You tilted. Stop it.
They're going in unison.
Dude, just like your camera, I'm
Both in
tilted.
sync.
Your reads are really upside down this game.
Okay, I can't look at the side of the Zoom anymore.
I think if we kill,
In this bullshit, actually get some rage from
this is
people now.
tilting.
Please stop.
Do I not have a
Control your
partner?
brother,
I'm
Templar.
confused.
Who are you getting rage
Object.
You don't have a
Shit.
partner. What?
Yeah, I rescind.
I rescind, yeah.
CJ, you don't get to rescind my formal.
It was on my partner.
All the upside down cameras. There's a one more.
How's it going, Siggy?
No one's cameras are upside down. God.
You feeling better today?
I was like so sick last week. I literally like I couldn't even like stand up and walk, dude.
This is awkward.
I know the feels.
Who's you were?
Is that the recovery read?
Yeah, let's lunch Pat and Niltech.
No, let's not.
Good luck.
Dude, I want to kill CJ so bad for getting
Wait,
people to
those
do
are
this camera
partners?
thing,
They're
dude.
I feel
Like, it's
conflicted
actually
because
tilting me.
Me.
CJ, did you
wait, is
start
Pat
this?
Tilting actually partners?
What the hell, CJ?
Yeah, but
You
you
don't
started
have
like
a
a
partner,
week ago.
Jordan.
Yes,
You're
CJ.
confirmed town.
Yeah, I was the OG, but
Okay.
people,
Yeah, you're the
Hey,
fucking OG.
CJ.
It's your take responsibility.
All right, CJ,
people
we're
kept
using our
bitching
power.
about it, so I stopped.
with boobles.
Yes.
That's our lunch today.
You can put your partner.
Fuck out of here, Rolo.
I'm actually fine with the Pat kill.
Double A Tan is a better
All
lunch.
right,
never
I
seen Rolo
actually, I
so
like, you know,
down.
I really don't like reading Siggy outside of formals, but I think that interaction with Abby and Captain was kind of tough.
What about his
Has
interaction?
Rolo ever done that? Came out and actually started making jokes this early?
No, it was like
he's not joking.
No. Siggy Wiki was like, man, dude,
He has
he
some
was
red
like,
chat.
generally excited about not having to read Captain because he like thinks he has a good read on Abby, and I think him thinking that he has that good of a read on Abby and saying it like he did is kind of Tony.
I agree.
I think that's kind of a bad read optic, but I'll take it.
Dude, I said I don't like reading you outside of formals,
No.
right? So it's like real light, dude.
No.
It's like just a starting
He
point.
can prove himself
I'm
outside of
trying to
formals,
decide if I want to be
Can
a
we let
scumbag
Optic? Yeah.
because Optic couldn't kill me night
Whoa,
zero.
whoa,
So I
whoa,
could
whoa, whoa, whoa,
second
whoa, whoa,
Optic.
How's it going, Fletch? How's it going, Fletch?
Okay.
Oh my
Not
god.
much going on yet for me.
Wait, I thought the formals on
Well,
me.
Katie?
Yo, do I have it? All right, sweet. Can't see me.
Who seconded this?
I did. I mean,
Hey,
Katie
Rex.
did.
Oh, never mind. Caney.
Doing Bayrex?
No accusation. Wait, there's no
Said you
formal on
can't
him.
see me.
Don't worry, you can rescind your second.
I rescind my second because Caney formed.
doesn't
So
work!
scummy.
That's not a thing.
That was a great accusation.
I see Optic.
Man, dude, that was a sick accusation.
You don't need an accusation to defend yourself if you're town, correct? I thought we
No, I mean that's the only thing that I said the one slight read that I have.
Doesn't make
That's
sense.
all I got.
I have a
So then I
thought.
guess whoever Siggy's partner is, who is it?
Rolo.
with the face.
Rolo. I guess Rolo's town too then. Slightly, just a little bit.
Optic, what do you think of my brother?
Just a little bit.
I don't really know. Really the only thing I've heard him say is that he didn't want me to formal CJ. That was about it. I don't think I actually heard him say anything else.
I gave a pretty good read.
So I can't have an opinion. I can't really have an opinion on that. I mean, obviously you're gonna say don't formal your partner.
Wait, he's my partner?
On
I think he's
behalf,
actually town.
on behalf of my
revealed
partner,
the
I
Optic
am
like
liking
too
you
lazy.
guys.
I just countered him. Optic, I'm
Half
too
of my
lazy to
partner,
like
I
really
will
What'd you
just
say?
like give reads on people without like
Demon,
people
what's your-
asking you
I
about them.
said if you're Mafia,
Huh?
Caney's 100% your
Oh my
partner.
god, CJ,
That's true. That is actually true. That's actually true.
I think that Pat is Mafia. I think his interjections earlier were weird and like just for the sake of talking. I
Oh,
think
that's
he'd
right,
be
dude.
a
Demon,
better place
defend
to look
me.
at.
Okay.
One.
Demon, defend me.
Talk one time, Demon.
I said I gave
No,
my-
he had like 3
I gave
offhand
you
comments,
read.
and it was for the sake of talking.
What were
Just
my
for the sake of talking.
Demon is carrying Optic right now.
Dude, that's what I said.
Regardless of
Demon,
alignment.
Optic's a fucking potato.
I gave out the 2 reads that I had.
No, Demon, I
So-
talked more than
so
you. Just
Pat-
because they think I'm Mafia doesn't mean that I'm a potato.
Okay, whatever.
You die like a potato all the
Why
time.
Optic has been so much more talented.
Why is
What?
Optic still informed?
Optic's been so much more down than you've been, Demon. So I mean, like,
You actually
that's-
think
Okay, I don't
you know
care.
Optic here?
Pat, I have the exact opposite read.
I don't
And
know.
Demon said maybe 2 sentences all game.
But Demon,
I don't like
That's
this
true.
setup
You're
because
reading Demon
Optic
down
can
for
just
that?
let Demon talk and I can't get a read on him.
You're letting
Bullshit.
How are you getting?
Well, I mean, like honestly, Barracks, like there's not really much to talk about at this point. People have just been memeing and doing the stupid thing with their cameras, and like not really else much has happened, right? Like that's the only reason why I was able to give, like, I was only able to give a slight return read on Siggy Wiggy. I was hoping that by giving that read, maybe it would like push other people to give reads too, even if they weren't the best. But like it just continued to have people meme, so
How
like it
many
didn't
lynches
actually
do
do
we
what I
have?
wanted.
Like 4?
There's
What?
4, yeah.
4 lynches, right?
You're
So
a
if we
four.
lynch
And a
like
additional.
Well, no. So if Mafia mislynch, I mean, if we mislynch twice, then the
What?
Mafia wins, right?
we're not gonna
No.
miss this twice. Like
You only have one
I
KP.
missed it up.
we-
You want to say
we-
that, Optic?
This is so
Tell me
boring.
what you think about
we lynched the nail
Bubbles,
tech,
why
the
did you let
optic,
it go on
the Caney, and the
Optic?
barracks.
This
Optic.
is
Tell me what you think about
boring.
double A
Why,
antenna.
why make
What
Optic?
do I think about double A antenna? I haven't heard Tana say anything,
Just
and
tell me.
neither has double A. So like,
Double
what
A
am I?
actually thought
Am I
she was
supposed to have an
Mafia.
opinion about
I
them?
called
Like,
I
Tana
just wanted to see if
Mafia.
you had anything.
Yeah,
oh,
exactly.
that's sick, dude.
What if I told you my
Abby,
brother
you can
is
shoot
Mafia?
Caney tonight.
What? Don't you fucking dare!
What if I told you my brother's Mafia and I have 100% read on him?
Then I'd say that we should formal him. I mean, like,
I'm getting yelled at. by
that's kind of a
people
stupid
here.
question. Like, if you knew for 100% that he was Mafia, then it would be bad to
Are you
vote on me,
wanting-
and then good to kill Templar.
Are you
Wait,
wanting
who's
to
that
get
six
That's a
partner?
lawyer
easy?
answer. Jesus, I bet he's a lawyer.
Who are we killing?
David.
No, I mean like
Wait, someone
No,
dropped.
we're in a formal on David.
Optic and Demon. Okay.
This is the formula on Optic.
Yeah, I'll fuck it. I'm voting all the way, dude.
Demon just saved your ass.
Oh my
No,
gosh.
dude,
No, he
Very
didn't. He
true.
better not have.
Dog,
Oh
freaking
my
yelling at
gosh.
us so
Partner, by
much
the way.
right now.
So bored.
I'm ready to lynch.
Demon.
CJ.
I hate
I don't know what you're
Bubbles
doing.
is only bored as Mafia, by the way.
Yo,
Shut
guys,
the
Yeah,
fuck up.
push or nah.
Not true.
Who gave that read?
Yo, Colin, you're muted, dude.
Optic, you have 10 seconds. The formal's been pushed.
I'm town. I think, like I said, I think Siggy Wiggy slightly town. I think it was weird that like Pat asked me for an interaction between Double A and Tana when all Double A did is call Tana Mafia. It's kind of interesting.
With 19 alive, it'll take 10 to lynch. If you wish to vote on Optic, please place your hand to the camera and keep it there in 3, 2, 1, vote. Keep them up, keep them up. That's not enough. The day continues. Team Optic has immunity.
Team
Oh my
Optic.
gosh,
This
dude.
is so boring.
The only I want to make it. I
Daniel,
make
did
that
you vote on
question
that?
to you, Optic because my
What?
only
Why would you get
You
the
voted too
immunity?
late.
only Mafia
My
read in
hands stuck
the
where my pants
Zoom is Double A antenna, and I was reading you Super Town.
Hands
And
are
the
cold.
fact that
Had
Demons like almost got you killed is pretty funny to me.
Yeah, ahead of the game.
I think that
because of Demon.
I did not almost
A lot
get
of
him killed.
you did.
I
You really
saved him.
Tana, you voted.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying I voted because I thought you felt extremely forced, and you're just trying to like poke away at like Double A and I is very. It's very.
How was he trying to poke? He didn't say anything till I said anything. Hey, Devin.
What? I have a lot of music playing right now.
Stop it.
I don't like that's like saying
Okay, I'm here.
like saying that seems super
Kenny,
weird. Like he didn't say a word about you until I said something. So how is he trying to poke away at you?
He's like
And-
we're his only Mafia read, right?
Can we lynch Templar now?
No,
Or
not at all.
Okay.
No, I literally said,
Yeah.
asking me to give a read on you was interesting. That's literally all I
Second,
said.
David.
I formal Tana.
Too late.
There's a formal one, David. Accusation, please.
Did
God.
Bailey second? You can't second my formal.
Oh,
Oh,
God damn
fuck.
it.
Redo it. I'll do
I
it. It's fine.
second-
I don't even know this.
I second
game
David.
setup.
Oh my god.
There's
Did
a
I walk
formal on Templar accusation, please.
David, I formaled you because I think you're Mafia because you.
Shut the fuck up. You're
I
my
think
little
the way
brother
that
and you're a bitch.
I think the way that you spoke early on about, oh my god, CJ's my partner? Blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah,
I didn't know he's my
blah.
partner. I genuinely
Yeah, I-
comrade him.
I don't think that's true. I think you're
It's
Mafia.
true. I just have a great read
I
on
know
CJ
that you
account.
lie, David, and I know that we lie together.
Okay, but
I'm
me
not
lying about that doesn't make me Mafia, Daniel.
Because if you
Even
go,
if I
you
did
go
lie,
down,
which I didn't,
I know
of
CJ's
course.
going down, and I know it's
CJ,
gonna.
are you town?
It's going down.
Yes, I'm town.
Wait, how
I'm
town are
down.
you, CJ? CJ, how town are you?
You better dance.
CJ, you need to stick your mic up and say, "I am bloody town, you bastards."
I am bloody town, you bastards.
You're gonna list that you're fucking racist. If you
Yeah,
want
you
to.
better. You gotta all believe me right here. Like,
Anyways,
I swear to God, I'm town. I would not have made those night zeros if I was Mafia.
David, who died night 0?
Daniel,
fucking
you're
know.
lying. Why do you think I left you for your?
Devin, nobody. Nobody. Just say nobody.
Nobody.
There you go.
I don't know what's happening.
Yep, David's dying tonight.
I'm dying tonight because I'm town. That's actually I'm gonna talk about my pregame. I talked to CJ. I was like, dude, we're so fucking good this game. We're gonna die night 1 and night 2. We're never getting lynched in the town.
Wait, dude, I thought that he wasn't. I thought that you didn't know he was your
Daniel's trying to
partner.
lynch me.
I thought you didn't know he was your partner.
You're a bitch.
Templar, I have a question for you. How did you talk to CJ pregame but not know that he was your partner?
We were just fucking.
Classic. Got him.
I didn't even vote on you, bitch.
Called out, man.
Yeah, seriously,
Play
Could have hammered you.
I'm gonna put on my serious face real quick.
Templar, serious face.
Serious face.
No,
I
serious
thought
question.
Optics- I thought Optics Formal was like
Look
a
at
little
Ryan
tiny.
and Fletch.
It's not serious.
Ryan and Fletch,
It's
look at
react
them.
differently.
Templar, look at Ryan and Fletch. Ryan and Fletch.
Okay, Kaney, this is
What about
this
them?
Ted Form
They're white
was on
boys.
Templar.
They're
Let
white
him give his
boys.
reads.
Dude,
They are white
Ooh,
boys.
Siggy.
Don't kill
Okay.
them, pussy ass white
Templar,
boys.
Templar.
On that shit,
Oh my
bitch.
god.
Templar, who
This
do you
not
think
a
is
horror
Mafia?
movie. The black guy doesn't die first.
It's hashtag 2 lynches. It's a horror movie, and we need to get rid of these 2
My
mafia.
brother's a little bitch.
Templar, who do you think is Mafia?
Ryan and Fletch look like they're not having fun.
Why did you just say that? Because Kenny's the last person that said someone other than you.
He asked me, and I was like,
If
"Oh,
we're in
Kenny,
a horror
go to-"
movie, that
All right,
chick has to
Templar.
die
Before
first,
Kenny
right?
cut
We
you
got
off, you were
one
giving
guy.
some read about Optics Formal. Could you
Yeah, I
repeat
thought
that
it was
read?
like it's like not a great read because everybody's jerking around and shit, but he was more towny than not in that formal.
Templar, can you name one towny thing Abby has done today?
Abby,
Yeah.
her hair is
She's
very nice.
Mafia.
That is towny.
Same.
I think she's Mafia.
You
dude.
never
Oh,
compliment me
she's
that
totally
way.
Mafia. She's totally Mafia, right? You just need to name one towny thing.
Captain, you got me, man.
Templar, why don't
You
you?
already
Templar's
did.
just agreeing with
You
everyone.
heard it
Why
here.
don't you
Retarded.
town? Of
Said
course, I'm gonna
Mafia.
agree with the
Templar,
town.
do you think I'm town?
Sounds like
No,
you're
I
just
don't. I think you're
appeasing
Mafia.
He's not
everybody.
agreeing with me. See?
No, you.
Templar, why don't you ever compliment me like that?
I mean, if you guys actually,
You're not as cute as I am,
if
Kaney.
you guys actually
I
listen here,
disagree.
it's like, it's bad, but it's like
You're
I
being
don't
a
be
good
upset.
forest right now.
But
You
it's also
can't-
kind
you
of
have
funny.
any-
By the way,
Do I need to save us? 'Cause Templar-
Yeah, you take the lead. You got
Probably
the-
do.
Alright.
Clay medic.
I pushed him out.
Oh, yeah, I'm the medic. Anyways,
David, stop drinking. I thought you said you were done.
we could have hammered Demon and Optic. We didn't. They're probably town, honestly. Boobas, are you town?
Yes.
What does that
Okay.
even mean?
I was
anyways.
showing my rings. Sorry.
They're trying to say they're
Stop
towers because
throwing
they
up
didn't
game
hammer
time.
us.
who made the
How
formal?
many do you think
I
won that
did.
vote?
I
How
was
are
also
they
pre-voting,
town?
by the way. I didn't have
Hold
a
on.
question.
CJ,
You
how
seconded
are
the
they
formal?
town?
I did.
Hold on. How
Yo,
CJ?
this is,
How are
let's
they?
be real.
Oh,
This isn't
hold
a
on,
Mafia
hold
game.
on.
This is a
CJ, how are
popularity contest,
CJ,
boys. And if you
how-
vote at me and I
how
die,
are
what
they
you're telling me
town?
is- what you're telling me is you hate
So
me
you
as a
lose,
person.
right? You lose
You
anyway.
hate me as a person, or you're a
How
dick.
are they? How are they town? Because you didn't hammer.
That's any thing. It's not even just formal.
No, it's just like wait. I feel like they're town. That's why I didn't vote, and they're probably town. So we could have
That's
hammered
what I thought.
anyways.
Kaney's just Mafia, dude. I don't even know
CJ
why
was saying that you
Kaney's just
Templar has 10
Mafia.
seconds.
CJ
Templar only.
All right, my last 10 seconds are if you vote on me, you're a bitch, and you can lynch me, but you can't lynch how sexy I am, motherfuckers.
Devin all day. Devin all day.
With 19 alive, it will take 10 to lynch. If you wish to vote on Templar, place your hand to the camera and keep it there in 3, 2,
swear I'm town, like, I'm
1. Vote.
Bad.
What the fuck?
That's
Guys.
enough. Please go to sleep. Team Templar has died.
Wait, not 2 lynches?
Oh.
Go to sleep. That's correct. Not 2 lynches, whoever said that, because there were only 10 teams in the game, and 10 is less than 16. Send me your night actions, please. And
There's no salty
anything else.
cooldown, boys.
There is no salty cooldown.
Fuck yeah.
There's no salty cooldown, but there are flips.
Oh, there are?
Yeah.
Oh, there are flips. You're right. Sorry. Templar and CJ flip as Vanilla Town.
Oh, what's that, CJ? What did he say, CJ?
The chocolate vanilla swirl.
Oh my god. What? Say it one more time. We're what town?
Vanilla Town.
We're vanilla what?
You're Vanilla Town.
Oh, God. Whew.
Made me so hot. Let me get my fan real quick.
Oh my God. Oh, CJ, don't do that to me, man. So yeah, man. What did you do today?
What did I do today? I wanted to go outside and I couldn't. So I just kind of learned how to use Snapchat.
I gotta fucking ask you something. Sorry, keep going about Snapchat.
I just taught myself how to use Snapchat. I kept playing with it all day.
Did you not have it before?
No, because I had a old crappy phone before, and now I have a better phone.
Yeah, I would like that one.
I'm just getting used to Snapchat. It's a little weird, but and I want to go outside today, but it was wet outside, and I don't like gray days.
Yeah, I like the sun. I'm from the sunshine state.
But I don't like going outside in general. So because there are bugs out there when the sun is out, but then again when it rains, like it has to be a neutral day.
Neutral's
I'm not
good.
going outside.
You know, it's balanced. It's fair.
I used to like it neutral and overcast. Now I love the sun. Last
I
year I
love the-
really got into summer.
You know the song. I mean, they made a song after it. Boys just wanna have fun.
I'm not sure that you heard that song correctly, but good for you.
What do
You own
mean?
it.
What do you mean? What's wrong with it?
There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying that I feel like the released version might have been a tad different.
Yeah, inferior.
Congratulations, CJ.
Yes.
I have seen Snapchat.
Oh,
and I want to
yeah.
congratulate you on the enormity of your success.
I know, right? I was so happy.
Ay, ay, ay.
was loud.
I know, so what are we gonna do, buddy? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do when the bad boys come for you? Man.
I can finally get sleep now.
Yeah, I know, but I opened another beer, so I have to finish this beer before I sleep.
Ooh.
I really didn't, expect that. Yeah. Sometimes life's like that. It just surprises you, Comes out of nowhere when you least expect it, and boom, knocks you off your feet. Am I right or am I right?
You are correct.
Damn right. Hell yeah. And there's no use crying over spilt milk, because when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade.
Yep.
That's why you got to kill two birds with one stone. Always look on the bright side, because the grass is always greener on the other side.
There may be those moments where it's just like, wow, everything seems to be going amazing. And then life is like, oh, really? Give me a minute.
Mm.
And then it's just like,
Tell it like it is. See, the world can't face the hard truth about life, and that's that sometimes it's bullshit.
why did I put a watch on my ankle and I couldn't get it off, and I finally did.
Is it an ankle watch or is it a wristwatch?
It's about time you got it off. Jeez.
Oh, that's actually scary how skinny I am. I don't think my ankle is supposed to be as skinny as my wrist.
Yeah, it's not supposed to, I don't think. Yeah, my wrist is skinnier than my ankle.
You can get watches that go around the ankle. They're built for it. They're designed.
Why? Because then you'd have to check time like this.
I don't know anything about fashion, so you're asking the wrong person why.
Step one of fashion, I've been told this by multiple people, chinos. Just remember that. Chinos.
I'm just gonna do what Lady Gaga does and just roll around in something and call it an outfit and then walk outside.
And don't forget the chinos.
Yeah.
I own. Hey, my shorts are made of chinos. Made of chinos.
You're doing it right, and you don't even know. You're just a natural, buddy.
Yeah. I'm more of a jeans man, but I will not wear jean shorts because.
Yeah, I don't really.
I will not.
Yeah, man.
I don't know anything about fashion, but I know that that's not for me.
Yeah, it's not for me either.
Ooh.
I want to take the time to say this now. It feels like every Friday, people just don't want to play, and there's no game that starts. So I think we should all ought to make an effort to play tomorrow so that a game can actually start.
Yeah. Ooh, and the Pokemon fun game on Saturday. It's gonna be game 2, and it's gonna be fun.
You gotta catch that one.
You gotta
It'll be
catch them
a blast. You like broccoli? I eat a lot of broccoli. I think broccoli is one of the best. Daniel.
Ooh, I like broccoli.
Broccoli is like the best fucking food for reals. And vegetables, you know, they got rid of the food pyramid. When I was growing up, they had this thing called a food pyramid. They got the food plate now, the whole plate concept. You got your vegetables taking up the largest portion of the plate. Vegetables are the most important food group. Remember that.
I might prefer my fruits over my vegetables, but
I think fruits are tastier.
On that bombshell, I think you guys can go back and be dead. We can all take that sobering, good.
Bananas.
Good news with us. Everyone can wake up. Wake up. Wake up. 17. Thank you very much. Welcome to day 2. Yesterday, you lynched Templar and CJ, who flipped as Vanilla Town, just in case anyone missed that. In the night, Captain and Abby, you die. They are the Vigilante. The day begins.
All right, I'm taking over this game, guys. Okay, no, stop talking. Stop talking. Yesterday was like a travesty, dude. I had like 2 town reads and that was it. And like the whole game went, I think, pretty poorly.
Now.
So I'm just gonna like start taking over in traffic copying. I want to hear from Ryan and Fledge. Ryan, why, like,
we don't gotta hear from them.
what did you think about that formal? What did you think about Optic and Demons formal specifically yesterday?
I'll tell you what I thought about it. If I can find where I wrote it. I thought Kenny was pretty towny, and I didn't really get any sort of read because Demon wasn't speaking and Optic wasn't really saying anything relevant, so I just voted with
I kind of
who I
did
thought was
speak.
town.
Wasn't a lot though.
I didn't hear any read from you.
Can you
and
give
I-
like updated reads as well, Ryan?
Yeah, I think Bayrex and LT are town, and Kenny and Bubbles are town. I also thought Captain.
Why
and-
Kenny Boobles?
Kenny, because like the way he came at me was like he didn't actually have a read to push on me with, so I think he does that more as to try and pressure me as town to like get a read on me, and as Mafia he actually like comes up with like a fake read to like try and bury me.
Devin, what do you think about that?
And
I think it's a crock of fucking shit.
I agree.
I don't think we care about your fucking opinion.
Yeah. And Devin,
Don't give a shit about you, Milton.
Literally, both of you.
Boobles day 1 play was pretty Mafia.
Bayrex gave a read on
the fuck
Yeah, no, I think
You
we're
think I
killing
play like
Kenny and
that?
Boobles
You
today.
think You think I play like that with Kenny as my
Alright,
fucking
so-
partner? Get over yourself.
Bayrex
Ryan,
gave a
keep
read on
going.
Bubbles
Get
that,
over yourself.
he
Let
only
Ryan keep
scored as
talking.
Mafia. Like that's not even true. Like that's just like a made up read from Bayrex. I don't know why he said that if he was trying to like push pressure or whatever, but it's just like fake. I think
Wait,
he's
you
more towny of her.
You just
So,
called
like,
Bayrex Town?
Yeah, I called him Town, but he still can make up reads. Town make up reads the same way
Oh, okay.
Kenny made up his read on me because he never actually had one. I think Mafia lies in like.
What do you think of Siggy? I like how he's
Pat
discrediting.
and Notak. I want to kill Pat and Notak, and so does Fletch. Fletch has a better reason for it, but like those are my top lunch today.
I don't know, Kenny.
See, I like Ryan.
He didn't vote. Wait, no.
Kenny,
Pat
hold on,
Notak
wait,
didn't
wait,
vote on
wait.
either
Ryan,
me
Ryan,
or
Ryan,
the
Ryan,
town.
Kenny,
Are you stupid?
No, Devin. Type. I'm not gonna type for you.
Ryan.
Yeah,
Okay,
well,
So
do you still think that me and Optic are Mafia at the moment?
Look at the vote. They're literally almost exactly the same.
Okay, Optic, you need to realize that there's fucking no vote logic in this game.
Optic,
No one should
Optic and
ever
Demon
look
It's
are kinda
almost
like
exactly
weird.
the same.
No one should ever look
All
at
right,
vote
I want to
logic.
hear from Double A and Tanner next. I want to hear Double A and Tanner's reads.
There's very likely that the Mafia lies within the vote on
That's not even true.
Templar and
I want to hear Double A and Tanner give reads.
Mafia.
Regardless, I think that
Similar
Pat and
vote,
Miltech are more likely to be town because they had every reason
Yes.
to vote on me
All
and
right,
Optic.
cool. If your name's not Double A or Tanner, stop talking.
All right, sick. Double A, go.
All right, Tanner, go.
Sick. Double A,
Sick.
go.
So did you guys plan this in the night?
Yeah, we planned it because everyone can type to their partners. So, what I want
Wait,
to say about this game,
I can't.
I want to say both formals day one were trash, and anybody who didn't vote on both should be ashamed of themselves. It doesn't matter that Templar was town. He had a trash vote. You should have voted. So I don't screenshot. I don't know who voted, but I feel like they were town in both of those votes. So anybody saying we should kill and people who voted on both is not actually playing the game right.
Because you fucking glorious read. Double
yeah,
A.
right? I
Anyway, so
Really, it's just because you're in the vote, Katie.
I'm
Like,
gonna-
we're killing you today.
I'm gonna
No, you're fucking not.
All right,
Yes, we are, Boobles.
No.
Sorry that you're attached to this idiot.
No,
No, we're
I'm
killing
attached to
Katie
it
today.
because we literally are
Optic.
Can I talk?
No, hold on. I'm gonna give my
You
one
guys
read.
can
I'm
fucking
gonna give
kill
my one
If
read.
you say I'm Mafia, Kenny, like, sick, dude, you're Mafia, you're just bad.
I'm gonna give my one read, and you guys are gonna listen to it. Now, before hold on. So Niltak and Optic, stop being salty little shits. Anyway, Ryan, my read on you never even fucking questioned what my read on you was. You asked what my read was on Fletch. And you just try to discredit my read on you by saying I never gave a reason. You never asked for a reason. I didn't have to give a reason. You're just Mafia, kid.
No.
Go on, you salty little shits. Play your game.
What a big baby.
I think it's Ryan
Anyway,
as much
can we
as
hear
well.
from Fletch?
What's a big baby? What the fuck? You guys are so
Why do
butthurt
you
over
think I
everything
actually
in this
thought that was
goddamn
down?
game.
Fletch.
Okay,
Like, you
I
guys
think
are so butthurt.
No one knows how to read Ryan.
I'm gonna go where I'm at.
Together, the way they've interacted.
I think Niltak,
Oh my
Double A, and possibly Candy, based on his reaction. My read might have been bad yesterday. He might be town, but based on how the day started and how it's going, I think Ziggy Wiggy has high equity of being Mafia and just trying to take over the game. Also, the only reason I was also reading Candy Mafia yesterday is I thought he was like playing the same game where he formaled the shit out of me and he was just laughing the fuck out of it when he formaled Optics. I thought they might be partners. And then I was waiting for Rolo to actually formal Candy to see if he actually believed his read of Candy being Mafia, and he didn't do it, which makes me think Rolo and Ziggy are Mafia.
Why would that
I
be something I
disagree.
do as Mafia? Why would I not formal him as Mafia?
I think I think if you go on Caney, he's going to come back onto you harder. And I know Ziggy's your partner. He would tell you not to go at Caney.
Siggy Wiggy is scared of Amy.
Is that you, LT?
Wiggy, what's your read on Baydax?
That's a terrible read.
Rayax is probably town.
Yeah, alright, good.
Fletch, can I hear your reasoning on why you read me as Mafia?
Yes. Okay. It was a combination of both you and Pat, what you did yesterday. How you started the day felt very forced to me, then how Pat felt like he had to speak up at the end of the day. And how I know he got talked over, and these are kind of light Mafia reads, but I felt like Pat felt like he needed to speak up. Not that he had anything specifically to say.
Ryan, if you think Caney and Boobles are Mafia, you probably also think it's like Double A Tanner, right?
I don't think they're Mafia.
100%.
I think they're town.
Who do you think's
I
Mafia?
think the Mafia is always in the teams with Caney, Tana, and LT.
I agree.
Mafia.
I think the two partners or whatever, whoever their partners are, like the Mafia is always in there.
The fucking dream team.
No. I'm saying that each of you plus your partners, right? That's a set of 3 partners. I think that 2 of those 3 are the 2 Mafia.
I think we just need to lynch Double A and Tana today. What Double A and Tana did at the beginning of the day was super super like awkward and like.
I agree.
And-
I also
and
feel like the read
disagree
that
with that
everyone
one.
should have voted is something like Mafia would say if all Mafia voted.
And they gave no real substance. He didn't give any reads in like the 5 minutes that he like was actually taking over town.
Y'all play with Double A
Okay, maybe.
I played with Double A before, and I've seen him as Mafia before. This is exactly how he
doesn't
plays.
say shit like
I
that.
haven't played a lot with either, so I'm not gonna pretend like my read is like God.
Everybody, stop talking. I want Pat to talk about the game I was Mafia, and I've been Mafia in one game in the last like 6 months. So what game are you
The
comparing
game where
this
you
to?
fake claimed cop, and I knew it, like, and you were so fake. Yeah.
So everyone realizes the logical fallacy right now, correct?
There's a
I had
little
it immediately,
connection.
and I had it based on just the way you were playing the game. It's so you were so fake.
You should talk
like,
for your partner.
You basically did like a totally fake read
I'm
where you
trying
came
not
out.
to yell at everyone here, so I'm trying to calm down.
I'm telling you, this is the right lynch. Tana and Double A are definitely Mafia.
You can't compare this to a game where I can't even fake claim.
I understand you
How
can't
can you
fake claim.
compare that to a game where I prepped a cop fake claim? How can you compare that?
I understand that. I understand that.
Let's listen to Niltak. Let's listen to Niltak.
Siggy on the day 2 start today, like all of my reads are from today. Yesterday was a clusterfuck, and I had to take off my headset a couple times to not rage out because I don't want to play a DM game, and it started out as a DM game, and it ended as a DM game. So day 2, Siggy start. I don't think he ever does that as Mafia. I've never seen a game that he's that confident as Mafia as that start. So he's on my town list. Bayrex, the way he was just talking a while ago, the way he was wanting to get reads, he's actually trying to get information. That doesn't remind me of any Mafia game that he's played in. It reminds me of quite the opposite, where he tries to sit back and give disinformation out. But I haven't seen that many games as him. But he's touting it now for his interactions. Fletch, I have a really good read on. His read on me is the way he comprehends the game when he's town. He doesn't.
But he thinks for Mafia.
My opinion. Hold on, let me go through my thought. Fletch, when he's Mafia, he is a lot more skittish on things. He tries to give like I think or I could be wrong or a lot of like ifs and buts. To his conditions of reading someone, so he can wiggle out a little later, and he doesn't do that as town. So those 3 are towny to me. I wouldn't mind killing Caney because he pushed a lot yesterday. I wouldn't mind killing Double A and Tana because they talked almost nothing. They trolled at the beginning of the day, and they're in my POE. Jordan is NO, Demon's team. I don't care about. I'll read more later into them, but they're towny enough to get a pass.
Wait, I want to know how Tana and Double A were trolling.
Yeah,
at the beginning of the day.
They
I'd love to hear that.
Oh, Tana, you talk. You talk. No, you talk. Yeah.
Oh, come on.
That's what?
Who cares about that?
I want to try something. I want to try something.
I think I've played less with Double A than most of the people here, and I know how to read them better.
I want to hear Boobles give. I want to hear Boobles give your reads. Boobles, what are your reads on the game?
I actually disagree with my partner. I disagree with my partner on wanting to kill Ryan. I actually like Ryan this game. That's a first for me, and it doesn't mean I'm Mafia. Ryan's a suck a dick. I love Double A and Tana. I love them. I would never kill them this game. I actually want to kill LT. I don't like him.
Why?
Because,
why
like,
Double A? Explain that.
I just I get a good vibe, you know.
He's lying.
I'm not lying. Shut the fuck up.
Now that I think about it, guy, like, is it LT the way he like buried Templar 2 something he would totally do to his brother if he was Mafia?
No, literally, yeah. I think LT killed his brother because it's actually the reverse. I think his brother has a good read on him, and he doesn't have a good one on his brother. So obviously you don't, right? So
you know, LT just kills his fucking brother every game, regardless.
Well, whatever. Yeah, that's it.
Yes, that's LT.
Team and Tana's team. We're in a good spot.
God, it's not. Okay, whatever, dude. You guys can lose the game if you want. I could give a shit less.
I'm sorry.
Who did you say first? Who before Tana?
Boobles and Tana. Both their teams.
I thought Caney was town.
Yeah, good fucking luck.
I thought that Caney was town.
Good luck.
I form a Boobles.
I second Boobles.
Niltak.
There is a formal Boobles
Can you
accusation,
please rescind, just so we can hear from Jordan, the one confirmed town, who doesn't get to talk to anyone at all? Like, he hasn't been able to talk to anyone. Do you understand how lonely he is?
Jordan, talk.
All right, come here, buddy.
I feel like Niltak's pretty town. but Pat.
I formal booble.
Pat put it.
I don't want to give it to LT.
And I agree with most of his reads, except for the read on Fletch about him being.
Barracks, I just want to
like,
say, if you're
confirmed
Mafia,
town
LT is like throwing the game
Just
for you
let
guys right
Jordan
now.
talk for a little bit. He's an innocent child. Come on.
And
Just so you know, LT tries his Mafia. He doesn't in his town.
I don't think Boo Boo should die, but yeah, I'm fine with her dying.
Thanks, son. Oh wait.
All right, I formal boobles.
He's fine with you dying.
I
don't know
second
why.
I don't think.
How?
Who's
mic
mic
is
busting?
Boobles.
Devin, your mic is
Uh,
fucked.
Your
There's a
mic is
formal
down.
on Boobles
What a
accusation,
strategy.
please.
All right, so I'm gonna defend
Can we
her.
pause
Oh,
today?
accusation.
Pause
Go
today,
ahead.
pause
No,
today.
go ahead. Give her the accusation. She can hear you.
Your read on Tana and Double A, which I also think are
Is
Mafia,
godly.
is complete garbage and fabricated. I want to kill you today,
Okay.
mostly because of Kaney, and not
So why don't you formal me?
because I
I
want to
think
hear
I'll
Boobles
crumble.
talk. I don't have a good read on you, Kaney. You're aggressive for no reason at times. You push on things that don't make sense to a town perspective, in my opinion. At times,
Well,
Boobles is a better
that's exactly it. It's your opinion. Your opinion. I'm not going to say your opinion doesn't matter, but your opinion is different from my opinion. So
Okay.
that's all that there is.
Hold on.
Formal. So go ahead.
All right. My read on Double Antenna is not garbage. It's a gut read. You can't call a gut read garbage, by the way. It's just not how that works.
Yeah, you can.
When
No,
did you
you
get
really
that
fucking
garbage?
can't.
When did you get the
defended
gun?
them-
I
you defended
liked-
them the entire day for no reason other than a gut
Oh,
read.
there's a reason.
Well, you're not.
When did you get the
There's
gun?
no other role.
They're partners. That's the
You
reason.
guys think we'll get a
Alright,
single
so I'll
good
tell you-
formal all game?
I'll tell you the reason. I'll tell you the reason because she's like,
Oh, Katie, shut the fuck up for a second. You guys are so right. I'm gonna come into this game day one being scummy as fucking shit with Katie as my partner, and then hard defend my fucking partners. You are so correct. I know exactly how to play this game.
When did you get the gut read?
You're right.
That is why I
Wow.
found.
Back in fucking
Man, that live foam is sick.
first of all, I want to point out what's going on in this game. Niltek, I appreciate what you're doing. I know I get fucking angry and aggressive, and you get salty at that. I get that. It's bad, but you're
Okay,
biased
Kaney,
right
Boobles,
now.
can you talk about your reads?
No,
Yeah.
stop. So you're
No, I
biased
want
right now. No,
information
no,
I'm
Niltek.
actually just wanting to get information so I can
What
determine.
is
Okay, I'm giving you information.
You're-
I'm giving
you're
you
just-
information.
Okay, yeah.
I'm giving you information
Okay,
by
go
saying
ahead.
Just let him talk.
step out of your mind for a second and unbias yourself from this game because you are upset at me. So you're formaling her. Not a good idea. Optic, on the other hand, hates me. He wants to kill me every fucking game, and I want to kill him every game. That is why I formaled him. By the way, his
So
formal
can,
was trash.
can we actually?
And you think this formal is better? All you've been doing
Yes,
is yelling at Niltek. Get out of here, dude. This is so
fucking
bad.
fire.
Formal is not better, Kaney.
Fire, and you think I'm
So
fucking
bad.
Mafia? You're out of
It's
your
so
mind.
bad.
Just give your reads so we can actually get information from you.
You have my reads.
Okay, I think Ryan is down. I think Ryan is down.
Optic,
Ryan asked
kill Optic
you
Demon,
to
kill
get
Ryan and Fletch, and go.
You literally
from
just
there.
said the only reason why you wanted to kill me is because you hate me.
Alright, Katie.
Doesn't matter. Your formal ended up being trash.
Katie, we're
Yeah,
getting
okay, and our votes ended up,
Katie.
our vote ended up being exactly the same as the town
Katie, can I
Templar.
ask you a question?
So get out of here. You're an idiot.
Kaney, take a step back and unbias yourself.
I like that. Good shit, Demon.
This is to both Kaney and Boobles actually individually. What's your current read on Niltek and Pat?
I
think-
think probably fucking town.
I think Niltek is town. I don't know about Pat, but based on Niltek's like annoyance
Rage
by
is
me
fair.
and like the game in
So
general.
who do you
I
think?
is
Oh,
very
you think it's
valid.
Ryan Fletch? Who else do you think is?
I want to
Mafia,
kill
like-
Ryan Fletch, and I want to resolve the Optic
I don't think
Demon
it's Ryan
shit.
Fletch.
You don't
Who do
think
you
so,
think is
but
Mafia,
you're wrong.
Boobles?
You're wrong, Devin. That's all there is to it. I think
Okay,
Ryan.
Boobles, who do you think is
Wrong,
Mafia?
dude. I don't like Optic. I don't like LT. Like I want them both to fucking die. They need to die this game. He
I
should
think
die
Optic's
day
team
fucking one.
Correct. I think Optic and
Well,
Demon
LT
should
did.
die.
But he
Unfortunately for Demon, it's because of Optic. LT hasn't done shit. I can agree with that. I'll put my hand up for that. But I also think Ryan and Fletch are very Mafia, and I think you're wrong there.
Well, y'all are never killing me this case, so suck a dick.
We're not killing
Yeah,
Optic either.
Ryan and Fletch don't give a good. If Ryan and Fletch don't give a good formal, I would vote on them. But
not
I
gonna
do
get
not
formal.
think.
Katie, what do you think
Whatever.
of Siggy Wiggy?
I think the way Siggy Wiggy came out, I disagree with Niltek's read about him not being able to do that as Mafia. I think he can very well do that as Mafia. I don't have an alignment one way or the other based on that alone. And frankly, the game has revolved around me apparently for too long that I don't have a read on Siggy Wiggy.
Thanks, partner.
You're welcome, dude.
It's all good.
But by the way, Rolo is his partner. I think Rolo is Town, so Siggy Wiggy's Town. I think Rolo is very Town based on his interactions this game.
I don't see why people
That's time.
I haven't had many interactions.
You made comments, or not interactions. You made a lot of comments.
At the time the form was up, push or okay. 10 seconds, Boobles.
Okay, we're Town. I know you guys think that the trolliness and stuff like that makes us Mafia, and us defending Tana and AA makes us Mafia, but you're fucking shit terrible at this game.
Yes.
With 15 alive, it'll take 8 to lynch. If you wish to vote on Boobles and Caney, place your hand to the camera and keep it there in 3, 2, 1. Vote. Boobles and Caney have immunity. The day continues.
I formal Tana.
I second Tana.
Formal Fletch. Oh.
There's a formal and Tana accusation, please.
I think that the way that you played the initial part of the day seemed super scummy. You definitely planned that in the night to try to get Town credit. And when AA did actually talk, he gave no credit about the game. All he did was talk about why you should never pick on somebody that was in the votes there. I think that doesn't actually.
Why is the formal on them? Optic, what are you doing?
Your team doesn't even need to talk because I'm gonna wreck this. No, stop.
No, please, just let me. Honestly, night chat with AA, all we do is talk about how bad the majority of the players are in here. We don't talk about.
Yeah, you guys are doing phenomenal.
We don't talk about that.
Oh my gosh.
Literally, Pat and
Man, you talk about the pot calling the kettle black.
For some reason, you guys don't like to have fun, and I'm so confused because this is not an All-Stars game. This is a fucking partner game on Pope Stream. Have some fun! Holy shit!
Tana, can you stop bitching for once and just give reads? Fuck.
Okay, I'll give the rest of my formal to AA. Enjoy.
This is why I let Tana be my partner.
Yo, they're Mafia as fuck, by the way. They are.
Okay, so here's what I want to say. So I don't even have to like spit fire to make it obvious that we're Town. Basically, the way Pat came at me.
Confirm Mafia by Tana.
Well,
the way Tana plays.
Also, you realize that when this doesn't get voted on, you're going to die, right? Like you're at least bearing.
I don't care.
So
Like,
LT, you voted on Boobles and Caney, so just shut up. All right.
No, lick my dick. I didn't listen to 10 seconds. I don't care. I think.
All right. So.
LT, can you shut the fuck up in my formal? Okay, thanks.
Yeah, thanks.
No, I can talk in your formal. You're
No,
not.
LT, you're actually not helping Town. Let them go.
So, if you analyze what Pat and Niltek did to accuse me and Tana, you realize it was complete made-up BS. Pat referred to a game on All-Stars where I fake-claimed Cop. I claimed PR day one. How is anything I've done this game even close to that? Secondly, he gave his read on me before I had talked, and then when I pushed him to explain his read, he basically allowed himself to get talked over and never even fully explained it. So I want him to explain right now what you said, because there's something like, you gave a read on somebody just like in it, then you got talked over. So go ahead and explain.
I specifically gave my initial read was based on the way that you were playing the game early and not helping Town. But then, especially at the beginning of this day, it confirmed it even more. And the fact that you voted on both people, Optic and Demon, who seem super Town to me. You also voted on them as well, and you voted on confirmed Town, Templar, and CJ.
Two bad formals that deserve to be voted on.
They were not bad.
They were terrible.
They were not bad formals at all.
Okay, what made them Mafia?
I think specifically the way you play this game has been very similar to how you play that game. Yes, you didn't make a claim in this game, but you are allowing things to just like not be
similar
and not trying to solve the game, and only relying on the fact that let's play this game. It's like so fun, and the fact that Tana won't even give anything in her formal seems super Mafia as well.
It's
like
not
the fact
that
she's willing
I
to
know that
even
I'm
like
looking
let like one.
The last minute of the formal, let them have it, Pat.
I also want to
have
say if you actually paid attention to how Niltak accused us, he had no ideas for himself. He's completely just taking Pat's
That's not true at all.
his read against us.
AA, what's your top 10?
You're right. I am taking my partner's read against you, and he feels strongly about it.
What are your top 10?
Well,
you haven't defended yourself.
that's not how you should play the game.
Take a stance on the game, please.
AA.
So my stance on this game. I'm not taking any more questions. Stop talking. So my stance on this game is we should kill Pat and Niltek today, no matter what. Pat is not like, if you understand what it takes to read me correctly, the only person in this game who could do it is dead. It's Captain. And the fact that I'm saying this, I would never say because he literally just died. Aside from that, we should kill I think they're just obvious Mafia. I think we should kill Optic, and that kills two. That kills four
The time in
Mafia.
the formal is up. Push or rescind?
I push.
10 seconds to double A and Tana.
Double A and I are town. Do not ever lynch us.
Just look at who's pushed on me, Tana, Boobles, Caney. It's obvious.
It's clear as day.
With 15 alive, it'll take 8 to lynch. If you wish to vote on Tana and double A, place your hand to the camera and keep it there in 3, 2, 1. Vote. Double A and Tana have immunity. You are entering your guaranteed and have 2
Learn to
minutes.
Put your fucking hands up, town. It's like so
We
frustrating.
did day one when we
Now,
had
do you
people
see
with
Double A
Mafia.
smirking? Look at Double A smirk.
I know, it's hysterical.
I did the
Because
same thing.
Mafia
I
is
didn't vote at all.
terrible.
It's hysterical.
Listen,
Okay,
Mafia
I just
gave
want you to say-
0 reasons to actually vote on us.
Yes, there
0.
were so many reasons to vote on you guys. Like vote logic, the way you've been playing this game, the super forced fake out shit. It doesn't matter anymore.
Do you have any
I think
town double A?
he
I'm
didn't
so
even give a read.
confident. I'm so confident that
Double
if
A,
we
you
kill
have
Optic, kill Optic and he flips Mafia, we're confirmed
No.
town. Does anybody
Are
disagree
you
with that?
dumb? Like,
Either Optic or
That doesn't make any sense. You voted on both of them. You saying if you
This is
killed
interesting.
town?
Will you trade yourself for
What are
Optic?
you talking about? Yes.
So
we
double
did.
A, you
no,
think that
no, we're
Optic
not
is
killing-
Mafia and I'm
no.
with Optic, so
How can
you
you
think
vote?
I'm Mafia. If
Like,
I'm
no
Mafia, I put my
teams
hand
are
up
vote-
there.
like,
and
teams
my
aren't
reasoning would
voting
be
with
that you
each
gave a
other.
bad formal
Yes,
because
they
that wasn't
are.
exactly
Bayrex
that great of a
format.
formal.
Teams are voting with each other.
Mo and I didn't agree on like a reason.
Mafia teams are voting on each other.
Bayrex hasn't voted with me once.
I think both Mafia teams could have immunity.
Like no, like Rolo's not voting with his
I think that
partner.
LT,
Ryan's
Bayrex,
not voting
Fletcher,
with
and
his
Ryan are like a
partner.
world.
I thought for sure.
Even though they're not voting together.
Shiggy
Yes, and Demon's not voting with me either.
I pummel Ryan.
But we don't.
Double A.
I second Ryan.
What?
Oh,
There's a formal on Ryan
Bayrex?
accusation, please.
What?
You do.
Bayrex, learn to vote with me.
I think Ryan
Oh,
and Fletcher are
God.
super checked out of this game. I don't think they can even like get a word in as Mafia. Period. Like that's the accusation. Plus their demeanor like throughout this entire game. No, they don't care about solving the game. Not one of them. So you're just Mafia. We're killing you.
Right.
Dude, Bayrex second. This is weird.
Whatever. Yeah, I was literally just talking to Fletch about making a formal there, and he said he doesn't know how to read Bayrex, who is who I wanted the formal, so we didn't make a formal. Yeah, I literally don't know who Fletch wants to kill in this game.
Vote on us, right?
Well, can you give your
I'm literally just voting on everyone. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, if I vote on everyone, we're probably bound to hit Mafia. Like, people aren't voting, and people are like defending people way too much in this game. We actually need to lynch people to like actually find the Mafia. And if we hit a Mafia,
Give
then we
reads
get.
instead.
Yeah, I can get fucking reads. I've got 3.5 minutes left, Kenny. What the fuck are you saying? Like, I'm actually down here, and you're pushing on me for no real reason.
You heard the reasons. You
same
might
as
not
Double
think
A,
they're real, but
only
they are
person
very
who
real.
can read me in this
still
game
think me and
is
Niltek are
Captain, and
Mafia?
Captain is dead. What? No, I don't think you and Niltek are Mafia. Neither does Fletch. As soon as Niltek spoke, we read Niltek Town. We think you're Town now. My lunches were Tana, Double A, Optic, and Demon, and Bayrex and LT. Like, I think that's all the Mafia are in there. Yeah.
Can you say it again? I'm sorry.
So
Right,
LT,
Voted on
LT and
us just to
Bayrex.
vote on us, but you don't
Optic and
actually
Demon.
have a reason, but you think we're Mafia.
What? Okay, I think you're Mafia because I read Pat and Niltek like top town in Double A. I asked for his stance on the game.
Like, do you
his
read
only
them top
stance
down
is
because they're butt
let's
mad
kill
or
two
because they're actually
He
gonna-
literally wants to
No,
lynch
they're
my
butt
town.
mad.
And voting on people doesn't actually mean that much in this game. Like, there's actually not real vote logic in the game. It's better to just lynch people because we've lost our Vigi. We're in a scenario like this, so we actually like lose like the chance to hit a Mafia. Like, we need to lynch people, and you guys should vote on us here because it's guaranteed. Like,
So who's your top?
and it's
Mafia?
Milo tomorrow,
I
by the
wasn't
way.
really paying attention.
Who's my top what?
Top Mafia.
A top
I know that
Mafia.
you're saying that you're gonna vote on it. Who would you-
So I was gonna formal Bayrex. But Fletch for some reason doesn't want to do that. So I'm fine with killing Demon and Optic instead, since Double A and Tana have immunity.
At what point, Ryan? Yesterday, at one point, you were town reading Bayrex and LT, correct?
Yes, you
I
were.
was.
What? Like, when
I was
did you
town
flip?
reading Bayrex specifically because of how he gave his read on Bubbles. Like, it sounded like he was actually analysing like a meta read sort of thing, but like he could have faked that. He could have just made it up to like push shit.
What do you think about his meta read on me?
It doesn't fucking matter. LT is actually like openly wolfing the entire game. He's pushing on people who like he pushed on Town
Can you
yesterday.
just pop
And
in?
Tana and WAR Town, he's pushing on them really badly. And then Bayrex, his partner, second in me. So like
Ryan,
they're
what
a
was the read you gave before this one on LT? Who was that on?
It was on
The read
Bayrex.
before.
It was on Bayrex's partner.
But they're yeah.
I
Okay.
think I don't have any read on Rolo, and I don't know how if people have a read on him. Maybe it's like his demeanor, but I think Siggy is Town. The way Siggy came out early in the day was pretty towny. The way he evaluated people after they gave reads was like as if he wasn't trying to just control the game. He was actually trying to like solve the game. Yeah, Fletch, you can say anything if you want.
Okay, I don't know. I don't have a lot to say in 30 seconds, but Town, Rolo's townier than Z, but they're both Town. Niltech makes Pat Town by a lot. I don't know about Candy and Boobles, but Ryan is very sure on both of them being Town, so I kind of shoot that one. Kind of want to lynch the other two teams left.
Who are the other two teams?
You and Bayrex and Optic and Demon.
What about Double A and Tina?
He didn't vote on them.
We can't vote on them anymore. They're gone. They're
I
out.
know, but you didn't give an opinion.
He didn't vote. and
I didn't vote. Take that for what it's worth.
You shouldn't vote here.
Devin, what do you think?
Town doesn't
You're
vote.
Town, obviously, Kenny. You fucking
Devin,
know.
what do you think?
I think they're Town.
You can type
Cow,
to
I
each
mean, the
other.
formal is up.
She's not responding.
Yeah,
I
we're
rescind.
Town, you're
Formal
like-
is up. Push or
I
rescind.
rescind.
The form has been rescinded. You have not rolled any RNGs. Go to sleep.
We can wake up, right?
Hey, Captain.
What up?
Hey, buddy.
So everyone needs to go back into the VOD and around 54:16. Then I asked Ryan. So you voted us just to vote on us, but you don't actually have a reason to call us Mafia, but you think we're Mafia.
Captain, I do hope you're not talking about this
It's not about the game. And Ryan responds with, "What?" It's the most beautiful reaction. You need to look at it.
I just did it. I can't confirm it's quite good.
Has nothing to do with reading the game.
Clip it. Send it.
Fair enough.
Beautiful moment.
Who wants to go
It's a
through
beautiful
effort,
moment.
man?
I've already
very-
rewatched it like 20 times.
It's a very British thing. It's not just a Scottish thing, actually, because you will notice that if someone says something to me that I'm not expecting them to say and it stops my train of thought, I'll just go, "What?" And it's a very like sharp, short
I think his
word.
accent makes it even better. It's like, what?
Yeah, the Ouija accent's much better than the common one.
What? Excuse me. Hello, Governor.
What?
I'm pretty sure that's not what Ryan talks like. I'm pretty sure that's not the Ouija accent.
Wait, Ryan, you're dead. You need to go to sleep. Oh, it's Templar. Oh, I'm gonna watch it again.
What?
It kind of reminds me of DLGN's famous "What" when Opticlay Mafia in his formal when Benny was pushing.
Oh
him.
yeah, I remember that.
Like all the simultaneous reactions, and then DLGN with me staring at the ceiling like this. So what? Oh man.
Oh my god, that was great.
Five recently linked a clip about someone suggested. Wait, I think Rob asked some new player like, all right, what would you say if I said Steve was my younger brother? And he just goes, younger? And like Banks is like this initial laugh, and then like it hits him and he really cracks. It's beautiful. Let me link it in Zoom.
I like another. There was a recent one where like it's an all-star game, like day 3 or something. It's in the middle of a heated argument. It's from a few months back, and everybody's yelling so much. They're so engrossed in the game. Noah's Mafia. He just says like random, and then my pants fell down, and nobody picks up. He's just openly trolling, and everybody's so engrossed in the game. He just let it slide. Nobody even asks him, "What the fuck did you just say, Noah?" Because it's just so random.
It's good. It's good.
It was great.
CJ, does your bear have arms?
I'm sorry, what?
Can you lift up your... Oh, it does. Okay, good. Never mind.
How long have you had that thing, CJ?
I've had it for like 12 years.
Okay.
And I couldn't find him for like half a year. So I had trouble sleeping and now I found him again.
Oh my god, that's so adorable.
I vividly remember my youngest brother, when he was like really, really little, he had this like giant white fluffy bunny. And like he called it Theo, and he took it everywhere. And one day he took it into the garden and it fell into the mud. And like from my perspective, what happened was me and my sister got home from school and we see him just crying, like bawling his eyes out in the garden really loud. And he goes, "Rob, what's wrong? What's wrong?" It's like, "Theo had to go in the laundry." And the giant bunny was in the washing machine. I've never seen him so like obviously upset as that day.
I just saw the clip you put in Zoom, Captain. That's hilarious.
It's Ria's one freak linked as well. What?
Yeah, I saw that part too. I didn't even notice it the first time I saw it.
Shortly after that game, you had a game where we were partners, and you claimed Mafia in your.
I mean, I said I am not down. I didn't.
Yeah, I am not down. And my reaction there, I was your partner. My reaction was beautiful. Cleared me for the entire game.
Stop being boring. Entertain us.
I know. I refuse to allow you to entertain us. Please go back to your graves.
I'm glad I set that up for you.
Town, me too. Me too. Town can wake up. 15. Thank you very much. In the night, Jordan, you die, who flips as Secret Mafia. No, Inno Child. The day begins.
All right, I want to give like a state of the union here. This is where I'm at. I think Ryan's formerly Super Townie.
That takes us out of Milo, by the way.
Yeah,
By the way,
why would you kill
thanks
Milo?
Mafia.
No,
Thanks
it
Mafia.
No, it doesn't.
Yes,
He's
no,
the
it
same
does.
number of KP because Jordan counted. What are you talking about? Odd numbers is the same. We were
Yeah.
always gonna be in the same numbers. It just means that final. Doesn't matter. Read
Okay.
the numbers.
Kaney, what made you flip on Ryan? That he was so
Alright,
towny
let Rolo give
to
his
you.
state of the game, guys.
I made him flip on Ryan.
She called him town before his formal though.
Correct.
So why weren't you flipped? Why weren't you flipped then?
Because I was turning.
So logical.
Because I still want. What do you mean it's illogical? I want to still hear his formal.
He like gave a formal and then asked me.
Well,
if
yeah.
I answered
Ryan,
it.
so what made
Ryan,
you
do
town
votes really not matter in this setup whatsoever?
No, votes do matter.
Only on
like people can
The
say
reason I'm saying this because
people can say
Tana,
that-
hold on, Tana and Double A, there was a split vote on every single team except for Caney and Boobles who didn't vote both on Tana and Double A.
Look, votes do matter. Like,
What?
contrary to what people say, the last time I watched a partner game, like all of the mislynches, there were at least 3 of the 4 Mafia in the vote. So like, you have to understand that like people, even though people are saying that votes don't matter, votes do matter. Like,
Rex, say that again. What you
you
just
still
said.
have to kill people if you're Mafia.
Okay, so in the Tana and Double A vote, every team I think had 1 voter in and 1 voter out except Caney and Boobles who both didn't vote.
So,
so we-
what does that tell you?
That tells you absolutely nothing.
I think
It's also
I
saying
honestly
you would
think
be
that even though
partners,
like I
everybody
didn't vote on
votes
Kenny and Boobles,
if
but
you're
like I didn't vote on
Mafia.
Kenny and Boobles because I thought that like them yelling at each other was like really towny, right? But like even though Kenny's like, oh my gosh, it took us out of Milo. Like congrats, but it also could have potentially
What
been
I'm
Mafia.
saying is, wouldn't the Mafia just vote and kill them?
Yes.
Like, why are they not? Why are they split voting? Like, they just kill them if they're town.
Oh my god! If you think that we are still partners with Double A and Tana, like you are seriously something's wrong with
do
you.
you think? Do you think
all
that
four of you were in the vote on Templar.
They're Mafia now.
Sorry, I think Katie and Boobles are super talented. I'm only kind of choosing the
all
double
four
A
of them were in the. All four of them were in the vote on Templar. All four of them.
I don't think that alone is damning.
Now that you guys have talked,
Although I do think they're Mafia.
All four of them were in the vote on us too.
Optic, shut up. Niltek, shut up. I'm going to explain how Bayrex logic makes sense. Since there no full team of 2 voted on Double A and Tana, it makes sense that they're Mafia, because if they were Town, there wouldn't be only half of the teams voting on them.
I didn't know people.
Doesn't make sense.
That's not even true.
Actually, kind of a sick read, but I think it's also bad.
100%.
Alright, can we hear from Rolo? That's trying to talk.
Okay, I think Ryan's formal was super towny. They're my top town. Ryan and Fletch, like I'm not even going to consider them till the end. I think Caney got somewhat townier on day 2. I think that I don't. It seemed like he was reconsidering on Ryan. I'm inclined to think that they're town for today. Me and Siggy are pretty split on Double A, Tana, and.
What do you think of me?
Miltech. I think you're town. I think Pat was very scummy in the exchange with you, like the thing about the cop game.
I think the fact Double A and Tanner on the right
the problem,
side means
the problem is like
so town.
I think Niltek like is sort of null for me. I think he was somewhat towny.
I like Niltek and Pat's day 1 a lot better.
Niltek's read on Siggy isn't.
Day 2 was the day where we actually projected Town.
I think you read on Siggy that like he couldn't traffic cop and take the day as anything but Town. I don't think
Niltek's played with me enough.
But yeah, So like my lynches right now would be some order of like LT Bayrex, Optic Demon, and then Pat Niltek.
Oh my god.
That feels like
Rolo.
I think that's probably
I'm on unit. My Bayrex's logic doesn't make sense.
Dude, Siggy Wiggy ran your partner.
I want Rolo to explain why LT and Bayrex's logic on the vote on Double A doesn't make sense.
Because Mafia, they're not going to vote as a block throughout the whole game. Like
in this game, they said last game that's how Mafia won. They literally just voted as a block and won the game.
The last game, they were splitting their votes.
Not how it's won. Day 1, Abby didn't vote. Day 2, they didn't vote.
Wait, this is important. I definitely remember a game where Abby and Beepers definitely didn't vote.
That's all white.
Who out of Optic and his partner didn't vote? I don't know.
I did.
Demon didn't vote. Demon didn't vote.
Double A.
I'm
talking about me and Tana.
I didn't vote. Because I was at the time.
I think we just killed
At the time, I had constructed 2 different Mafia worlds. One being Caney Boobles Double A and whoever else, and the other being Bayrex, LT, Ryan, and Flash.
I don't think that you can like legitimately say
no. Caney only rescinds there because his partner.
Me and Double A's team can be like we can't be Town together or Mafia together. So I think that it's fair to say that you have to think the other town need to think there's one between us.
It feels that way.
No. I am actually starting to think
that it's really weird that Rolo, Siggy,
I think Pat's down
because they like are so split on their side.
We're similar on like everything except for Double A Tana. What are you talking about?
That's the one that you need to like get behind it, because if you think that we're Mafia and they're Town,
honestly,
but you're like the last people I want to win.
Can we hear from Bayrex and Demon? I think
I still kind of think
I've been talking
both sides.
If there's,
can I actually hear reads and stuff, and you can talk for a while?
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'll go first. I think that you and Pat are Town. I think you have every reason to vote on me and Optic day 1. So I think you're Town for that, and I feel the interjections you've made, other than Pat pushing on Double A. I think Pat believed his push on Double A, but I could see the lack of logic.
That's
there.
why I think Pat's Town now. I'm not going to push on Pat this game.
I think that you're Towny. I don't understand
how. I was about to say we could use the same logic that we didn't hammer.
Yeah, I think that you're Towny. I think that yeah, obviously Rolo has to be Towny if you're Towny, but I don't understand why he thinks that Bayrex's logic is like flawed, because it's pretty good logic in my opinion. Yesterday I was like living in the world where
not actually Mafia.
It's good logic like on paper, but it never.
Okay, so yesterday I was living in like 2 worlds kind of, and that was like Caney Boobles and Double A Tana all together as a Mafia team, because I also had Bayrex Bayrex's team and Ryan Fletch as possible Mafia 2, and the way Kaney and Ryan interacted made it unlikely that they were partners yesterday, except maybe for the rescind, but I don't think they're partners still the way the day was played out.
Were you going to vote on Ryan and Fletch?
Ryan.
Yeah, I probably would have voted there because it's guaranteed.
So you think
this is like a clusterfuck of a game. I can't choose like which world I want to choose between, but I think that Kaney rescinding is like kind of scummy.
Do you think me and Ryan are still Mafia together? Like our teams?
That's a very conflicting thing because Bayrex second the formal on Ryan. So I think it's more likely Kaney Boobles and AA Tana.
Can we hear from Bayrex real quick?
Okay, so where am I think Niltak, Pat are Town, and then Ryan and Fletcher Town. The reason for Ryan, I think Ryan reevaluating on me in his formal and changing his read on me makes him more Town because his Mafia he just tries to keep pocketing me in there, and he typically does pocket me and win that way pretty easily. So I think they're Town. I think Niltak's like process and his like typical demeanor is just not possible of his Mafia. I haven't seen much of your Mafia, but I don't think you get salty as Mafia.
It's kind of a weird question, Bayrex, but who do you? So are you saying you town read Niltak more than you town read Pat out of those two?
I typically think Pat as Town is scummy as fuck. Like his vibe is just so scummy, and the way he says things, he sounds scummy. And like Niltak is the only reason I'm kind of reading them Town. Because his logic and the way he's talking is his Town play, and like him asking questions and trying to get reads from people. But Pat's play, like I don't know if in Mafia he plays more Towny, but like this game, like his accusation was just wrong on AA completely. But I think like the only reason I was telling AA and Tana is day one, AA kept trolling Tana and calling her Mafia and messing with her, and I don't think he would do that to Tana as Mafia. But like,
what if it's just Bayrex and LT? And it, I think it could be a team.
I agree 100% though on that.
Bayrex, LT, and who?
Bayrex, LT, and AA and Tana. I think.
No. See, I don't agree with that part.
I think lynching. Did you vote on them? I think lynching in the order of. I think lynching in the order of Demon Optic, then Bayrex LT.
Oh my gosh, you're still so bad,
Stop
Kingy.
fucking
finish.
Stop reacting every single time I fucking say your name. How about that? Anyway.
Are you kidding me? You react anytime anyone says your name. Are you stupid?
I don't react at all. Anyway.
You do.
Pat seconded.
Can I finish?
No, there's no formal on us. Stop.
Yeah,
There's a formal on you. I formal, Pat seconded.
Oh my god. The fact that
formal
you're
Tana
still
apologies.
allowing LT to like formal is very weird.
Tana, it's accusation.
All right, my accusation on Tana is, first of all, the logic that Bayrex brought up, though not explained very well. Only half of the teams voted on them yesterday. That is uncoordinated as fuck, aka Town. Or Mafia, they know if someone is Town or not. They're gonna try and get.
You don't think Town? Okay, I can tell you something right now. Double A. No. I don't care. It's my fucking 4 minutes now. So shut the fuck up.
My other part of the.
Okay, calling.
You guys were partners last time. How did this happen? You were like this, and now you're broken.
The first promo on her, she just shouted on people for the first minute.
Hi, Mom. I'm sorry.
Then AA spoke.
I know. I'm sorry. I'll quiet down. Okay,
can I destroy his logic in like 2 seconds?
Yeah. I just want to say one thing. LT, if you think that partners aren't voting together as Town, you're completely stupid because on every vote, I check in with AA. I'm like,
let me destroy his logic in 2 seconds. If 2 Mafia votes, we flip Town, they're outed.
Yeah, that's true.
Are you kidding me? Wait. But people have been saying there's people have been saying there's no vote logic this entire game. 3 pairs of partners have voted on Templar. He flipped Town, and you're not outed. So like that logic is absolutely ridiculous. Try again.
It's actually very rectum. You flip Mafia that tells everybody else.
It's completely different when the vote is day one. It's completely different.
It's not different.
I don't think it's really different.
I don't think it's that different, AA.
Okay.
Look at the
I still think they're
It's
Mafia.
completely different because me and Tana actually gave a formal that could convince people. That's the difference.
You didn't say anything in your first formal.
That's not even true. We said a lot in our formal.
All you said was
no. It's not different. You can't take a dump on vote logic and then say that vote logic all of a sudden matters.
Yeah, why are you fucking steamrolling their formal? Let them give one if they haven't given one yet.
They're not. They're not giving anything.
You guys literally won't let them even get a fucking word in.
Are you salty that your team is dying?
I'm salty that you guys are a bunch of fucking
You know what?
pricks.
Lynch us, we'll roll town, and then like good luck.
Holy
Please,
shit.
please lynch us. I want out of this game, actually.
All I have to say is the only person thinking correctly this game is Rolo. No one else should be talking. Rolo should be leading every lynch. Like I'm kind of over it because like I'm willing to reevaluate on Pat, but he's not on me. So what's the point? I might as well just Gus and call him Mafia
If
for
we
the rest of the
lynch
game.
AA and Tana, actually, I might just vote on you guys just to fucking see your alignment, so we can fucking go ham after that.
I don't think Town will lynch
You couldn't
correctly.
say, Katie, what was the other side of that thought? If we lynch them,
I don't think Town will lynch correctly because
we will go ham after that and
No,
kill the people
because
who
if
are
you're-
actually Mafia.
you're-
That people are fucking talking over.
You're gonna be killing Pat. You're gonna be killing Pat who tunneled on us, and if
you're
he's
wrong.
Town, you
You're wrong
lose.
on Pat. You're wrong on
Double
Pat
A.
because you're wrong on Niltak. All right, it's fucking Optic Demon. Demon is going hard on you, and you don't even fucking realize it, dude.
Okay, so Mafia.
How am I going hard
And then
on
it's
him?
LT, and then it's LT and
I'm trying to ask him a question.
Okay, can you let Demon ask his question?
Can you, okay, regardless of the fact that the day one formals were bad, can explain why you voted on them other than saying they're bad? What made them Mafia?
On anybody, day one is good. We get an alignment, and there's flips, right? So what's the point of not voting on anybody day one when everybody is already so gun shy in any game?
At this point, so okay, let me
those
answer him.
formals were not good.
Let me answer him. At this
I'm
point,
not saying they were.
At this point, you have to realize if two Mafia vote on somebody day one and they flip Town, it looks incredibly terrible for them. Mafia is not going to vote together. So the fact that you're trying to bury me and Tana for both voting together on the first two votes,
Daniel,
the first
I swear
two
to God,
votes is insane.
Daniel, I swear to God, shut the fuck up.
If
This
we're
is not
Mafia,
cool. This is
I'm
not-
never telling her. I am.
This is very
Learn how to
inconsistent formal.
respectfully play the game.
If I'm Mafia, I'm never telling Tana to vote with me.
The time in the
If
formal
you're
is up.
whining about it, I'm sorry. I pushed
time
the
in-
vote.
Okay, 10 seconds.
All right, sick. AA and I are town. If you guys want to vote on this, fine.
Kill LT, kill Optic, game wins.
Yes, thank you. You'll get a town flip from us. Just remember what AA says.
That's time. With 14 alive, it'll take 8 to lynch. If you wish to vote on Tana and AA, place your hand to the camera and keep it there in 3, 2, 1, vote. 8 is enough. Go to sleep. Tana and AA have died. They are Vanilla Town. The dead may rise, and I'll be taking night actions, please.
I'm alive.
So, Tana, are you up for Mummy Mafia?
No, I don't do fun games.
No, bringing your mum on to play
Oh.
Mafia.
Look,
we could be Hydras.
No, that's never happening.
No.
Never.
Such a shame.
Yeah, that's never happening. No, thank
The
you.
mom game, yeah. Let's not.
That would be fun, but my mom goes to sleep early.
Do you have ice cream, CJ? Are you mocking us? We just
Wow.
we just talked about not
CJ.
having ice cream in chat, and you
Yeah.
come at us with that shit.
You're out of order, mate.
Wait, is Twitch chat talking about not having ice cream?
Me and Colin were.
Yeah, we don't have ice
You were
cream,
quite
but you've
upset
got
about
ice
it.
cream.
I don't have Twitch chat open.
So CJ,
Uh-huh.
Yes.
you're always so nice and well behaved. Like, don't you ever feel like just setting a building on fire or something, or just kicking an old lady?
Are you a secret little arsonist or, anarchist or child abuser, basically, is what they're asking?
Have you ever punched
Like,
someone?
you know.
Never. Oh,
Why don't you ask me if I've ever punched someone?
because I know you've punched someone.
How do you know that I've punched someone? You don't know I've punched someone.
You seem like a guy that's punched someone before.
Yeah, you've punched at least 3 people in the past 8 years.
No, I haven't punched anyone in the past 8 years. 1, 2,
That's
3,
not
4, 5,
true.
6, 7. No, that is 100% true.
That's not
Can I ask you if
100%
that
true.
lines up with you not drinking for that long?
No, no, I did not have problems with alcoholism and aggression.
Okay.
I had problems with coming home from work, pulling a bottle of vodka out of the freezer and going, God, I need a drink. And the day I heard myself say that, I was like, yeah, do you know what? Let's just
What
not
was your
bother.
job?
I worked at Subway.
Oh,
Not a
see?
stressful job at all. I just came home.
No, I had a friend that hated it too.
I loved Subway. Are you kidding?
It's
I loved
customer
Subway.
service.
I was dealing with drunk people at 3 o'clock in the morning.
It's true. That can be fun.
I did punch someone when I was 13 and got arrested for it because my
What'd
brother,
they do?
my little brother was being bullied by this kid at school. And I had a
Oh,
word
you
with the kid.
hero.
I had a word with the kid and he swung for me with his leg in a place that I didn't want to be hit. And my reaction was to move out of the way and punch him squarely in the face. And I may I may have accidentally broken his nose. And his mum wanted me tried as an adult.
I mean,
his mum went completely
Bitch.
mental. Yeah. His mum
I
was trying to
hated-
make out that my
Speaking of
mum was
completely
lying about
mental,
my
What
age.
the fuck are you doing there?
What the fuck are you doing, Dan?
This is how sweaty my face is. It's so gross.
I didn't look over until Captain said it. That was
Like,
funny.
I just wanted to make sure, like, I'm pretty sleep deprived. I wanted to make sure it was really happening.
It was real. Yeah. That's one fucking huge chocolate bar. Yes. Yes, it is, Danny.
Actually,
amazing.
Abby is 2'6".
Is it just
It's
pure
a-
milk chocolate?
It's a normal size.
No, it's toffee
bar.
chocolate.
Oh
That's
my
why.
god.
And they only had the big bars, so you know.
Oh yeah, they only had the big bar. Sure.
Damn.
There it is.
Damn.
And I am 5'4", thank you, Captain. Actually,
Um,
5'3 3/4.
Yeah, but there's an exchange rate
Just
from
go up
New
5'4".
Zealand to normal measurement.
An exchange.
Yeah.
You're tiny.
Like if you would fly to like southern Europe, you'd be like 4'2". Then you go to Northern Europe and you're like 3'1" maybe.
You know what? Can you not flaunt your tall privilege around?
I'm Dutch. We're the tallest people in the world. Of course, I'm gonna.
Isn't the tallest guy in the world like 10 feet something?
No, he's 5'2".
No, it's in the Guinness Book.
CJ, do you speak any other languages?
Muted. He
Ooh.
speaks
Oh.
lip reading. That's impressive.
Yeah, I speak muted.
That's cool.
No, I just know the gist of other languages like Japanese and Spanish and
I feel like I've watched enough anime at this point. I can kind of pick out some shit.
yeah.
Have you, are you
Don't
intending to eat that whole chocolate bar
Well, let's find out.
right now? Because
Next
you're really,
night phase.
you're really.
Mafia. How far gone is it?
Oh
we should
yes,
place bets.
let's find out next night phase. You can go to the
Can't
graveyard.
take credit for her transition.
You're welcome.
Shut up,
Yeah.
shut up, go away, go away, go away. I totally can. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, please. I believe we're missing La Boubelles. Let's ping her. There she is. In the night, Ryan and Fletch die. They are Vanilla Town. The day begins.
I know the team. It's Candy, Boobles, Siggy, and
You
Roman.
better
fucking set the fuck back, Daniel. You sit the fuck back because we are taking the fucking reins.
No, I don't give a fuck.
Dude, I literally thought Roland and I were
You're
getting
not fucking out of your mind if you think you led the lynch. If you think you lead the lynch on Hannah and Double A after we fucking hard defended them, you are out of your mind.
You hard defend them. Devin votes and hammers. What the fuck?
Yes, you have to, or else you guys are not gonna fucking unravel your fucking panties and fucking get
still
it.
have time.
Wait,
You guys are not gonna unravel your fucking panties,
Siggy,
you fucking shit.
Siggy and Niltech, can you guys formal me so I can talk?
No.
I form a little
Confirm
tech.
Mafia.
We're killing
Siggy
Mafia.
confirm Mafia.
So,
He just
please,
said,
somebody.
Demon, what do you, Demon, you think
What's
LT is
going on
Mafia?
here?
started the day unmuted, knowing he wasn't going to die in the night. He started the day unmuted, knowing he wasn't dying in the night, and then he just said, "Oh my god, I thought we were dying in the night."
Who?
Siggy.
Who the fuck cares about Siggy?
I have a mute button on my microphone, LT. I have a mute button on my microphone and on my thing, so I just mute myself. I unmute myself like on the thing either way, and I just mute myself
And
on
then
my
Mafia
mic.
fucking Optic is sitting there fucking just
What
grinning
if-
away because he knows
Oh my
he's
gosh,
fighting
no.
over it.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah,
You're the one who. Okay, look.
Also,
people,
LT,
no,
like,
we're killing
LT's
either
just
LT.
Mafia, dude.
We're
Like,
killing
we're
either
definitely
LT
just killing
team or
LT.
Katie's team tonight because they're the only teams that were in both mismatches. So we're killing one of them today. So you're out of your mind if you think you're killing me.
I think anyone that thinks we're killing Kenny or Boobles at any point for this game
I would
is
like to
dumb.
give my
No, hold
input.
on. I have something to
This
say.
is cancer.
Devin, Demon, go.
Shut up, LT.
Demon.
No, chill out.
Siggy, second.
No, we literally.
No, we're not doing that.
Well, then
It's
let
not-
him talk.
Okay, listen, Demon.
We're not
Demon.
letting anyone have
What you're saying is dumb anyway.
Boobles, just let him talk if you don't want to.
She's been talking this entire fucking time. Let her fucking talk. You fucking shitters.
You guys are done. Kenny and Boobles are always town. Let's calm down. Like, bring the game back.
I think. I think there's always a possibility of Kaney, Boobles, Bayrex, and LT, and they come out busting each other today because
That's a
no,
bad
that's not
team.
insane.
Demon,
That's
that
a
is
bad
awful,
team.
It
Demon.
isn't.
Yeah,
Why
it
is that
is.
awful?
Dude, okay,
Because
at least one town is playing awfully. One town team is playing
But
awfully. I think.
no,
At least one.
that makes sense.
At least one. You mean two?
If they push on each other and one of them dies, it makes it like unlikely that the other would be Mafia because they killed a Mafia, and then they set up the
Demon,
lynch on somebody
listen
else.
to what you're saying. Listen
No,
to what you're
it's
saying.
logical.
Listen to what you're saying. You're
No, they're
calling me and
busting each
Devin.
other.
You're calling me and Devin Mafia after yesterday. You called me and Devin with Tana and fucking and Double A. And
Yeah,
yes,
and they were town.
It needs to resolve this. We need to resolve this. So I fucking put my hand up, and Devin fucking hammers that. Why would we do that? Are you fucking mental? Think about the goddamn game, you fucking idiot.
I am. This.
Kenny.
If you're Mafia, you can do it and just
Literally,
say this.
Yeah, that's literally Y foam, Kaney. You can't make that as an argument. It's Y foam.
Right? We could have
Either
killed
way,
them
it was
in
a
their
good
first
kill, and you
formal
should have.
ever.
We should have killed them every time just to
You
help.
should have killed Kaney over Double A. That would have been better.
Oh my god.
Like, it
Eliminates
wasn't
more
a bad
worlds.
place. I don't
That
know what
eliminates
you're
more
talking
worlds.
about Kenny anyway.
Like,
I think anyone that wants to kill
I
Kaney
don't
or
know,
Boobles
Pat. Like, Kaney
is
can
like
get
bad
mad
at this
either
point.
way.
You should never kill Kaney or Boobles. Kaney and Boobles are town.
Why, Siggy,
I
why the
think
fuck
fact
didn't you speak day one other than, oh, last week I was really sick, so I couldn't even walk?
LT?
Didn't say anything else.
I
Day
gave
one.
opinions all throughout day one. LT is likely just Mafia here. The world he's pushing is making very little sense, and he's getting very loud and animated and making the Zoom disruptive for no reason.
Yeah, my partner is doing what your partner did.
I know. Can you talk?
Okay, so like I'm so
I was thinking no tax.
I'm trying to look at like I'm having a lot of issues with this setup because I don't know it enough. So like I'm looking at the game and I'm like thinking because like I didn't even think about this until LT told me when we were talking that apparently killing the one guy is a good play because it makes it so it's even numbers and it's harder to lynch a Mafia team. I didn't even know that type of shit. And then he was asking me what players are capable of that, and I said, literally, I was like, Niltak, Kaney, Rolo, Fletch. Yeah, like those are the people. The only team I don't think is capable of that might be Object and Demon, but I don't know how much they know the setup.
It's not even about the setup. It's just
capable of what?
That's literally just numbers. I think anybody's capable of that.
I'm pretty sure I would do that kill as well, Bayrex. But I guess Rolo's my partner.
Yeah, but a lot of people just don't think
All you have to do is count.
They're not gonna
That's
think,
literally
oh,
it.
it's an odd number and shit. They're not gonna think, oh, we can do that and make it harder.
Didn't his vote count for 2 people?
No.
No.
That's what Colin said at the beginning.
Yeah, that was.
I didn't hear that.
We talked about not doing that, and then we talked about doing it. So it was never clear. I don't think it really mattered.
Hear about
No, because if it did, then me and Demon would have died day one.
Probably, but that could have been a mod mess up.
Yeah, reroll.
I counted 8 votes on you guys day one.
Is
that wrong?
Yeah, so there would have been 9, and then we would have died.
No, it's 9 out of 20. Oh, 9 out of 19.
Yes.
That's not majority.
No. It would have been. Oh yeah, never mind.
Yeah, it would have been.
Or 9 out of 18, even if he counted.
9 out of
Whatever
18,
the numbers
okay.
are.
What was the vote Dave won on Optic and Demon?
It was Double A, Captain, Ryan,
I got it.
Tana.
I got it. Kaney, Boobles, Bayrex, Jordan, Captain, Ryan, Tana, Double A.
So then you have to think that all town voted are you stupid, Boobles?
I want to kill Boobles over Bayrex and LT. LT could hammer me.
I tried to vote, but I was too late. I saw Bayrex was voting and I didn't make it.
Interesting.
I think you'd be more coordinated if you were Mafia, though.
Bayrex never tries
Together.
to vote with me. What a dick. We've only voted together twice.
I don't know. Like,
I'm
Katie
like
seems
super
townier
Like,
than
the
LT
thing is,
I'm never killing Caney Boobles.
The thing is-
ever.
What do you think?
I agree
talking
100%. Like, we're stuck in that world, dude.
You kill
They're
LT's
always
team,
down.
you kill Demon's team.
Why are we not killing the team that
I'm just thinking
where both of the partners voted on the miss lynches, and that's the only team that where both partners voted on the miss
I
lynches.
think LT Bayrex has to die first, right? That's the most likely one to lose the game.
I want to answer.
I think Optic.
I want to answer
probably
Optic's
kill
question.
Optic
I
Demon
want to
next
answer
and we just
Optic's
win.
question because seriously, the
That
reason
final 3 is going to be rough, though.
that he understand this because Caney and Boobles only voted for town information. They didn't really think that they were Mafia. Like Boobles did not want to vote at all. So like that's the reason why they put their hand up.
That doesn't
So,
make
like,
sense.
You can't,
That's bad. That's a bad thing to like really
Can I
do.
talk to you, Kenny?
You can't.
If you no because they could have because they could have done that because they could have tried to because if that team was really so worried about getting information, Caney never
Kenny,
rescinds
who
the
do
day
you think
before.
it is? Oh, never mind.
No, me and Katie think it's Demon and LT. Those teams right there. That's who we think it is. That's who we decided.
Also, Caney rescinding off of Vanilla Town makes him way
I
more
need to talk to
Okay,
Kenny.
this is actually an important question. Did either of LT?
Caney is very likely to be on that
LT and Optic, you listen to this.
I agree, Pat. I agree. Did either of LT or Bayrex vote on Demon and Optic?
Bayrex
Yeah,
and
Bayrex.
LT late voted.
Did
Or
they
did
both
it?
vote?
Like, does nobody
Just
get
Bayrex?
I don't have
LT was
I
late.
don't have LT at all. So
No, LT didn't vote. I didn't have LT. I had LT as no
in
vote.
time. On Optic Day 1,
So
I did
it
not
doesn't
vote on
count.
them in
It,
time.
it
Yes.
just doesn't.
I know, I'm
Doesn't count.
saying
You don't get credit for it.
LT, did you vote on Tana and Bayrex didn't? Is that right?
I voted on Tana the first
Man, dude.
LT, yes.
I love how
LT,
Caney takes his headphones
Ryan,
off when people start yelling, but he yelled the entire time and expects people to listen.
Okay, Optic, if you're telling what you're saying is not helpful right now.
Dude, I don't
It's
care.
for
Like,
information,
honestly, it's
I want
unbelievable.
to hear what Devin was just saying. I want to hear what Devin was just saying. I couldn't.
Okay, literally, like we could have killed that. Me and Katie, if we're Mafia, could have killed Double A and Tana the first time they got into a formal. Am I right or wrong?
It doesn't
Yeah,
matter though, because
It does matter.
Wait, no.
on them, and that is going to lead suspicion onto them.
To
on
be
another
fair, Boobles,
You actually couldn't
Okay,
have.
can I
There
talk?
weren't enough
Yeah,
votes.
I
for
want to say
Hammer.
something.
Let's let Bayrex
So
talk.
Kenny and
There weren't
Booble,
enough votes for
even
Hammer
though
then.
I thought like day one they were scummy, they're probably never Mafia because they don't just hammer. Like yesterday, they put a lot of suspicion on them for voting on Aaron, Double A, and fucking Tana. There's no
Dude, if
reason
they
for
did
them
that
to
as
vote.
Mafia, that's so sick.
There's
like,
no reason
I'll
for him to
probably
vote
lose
there
that.
because Caney, if you like, he already had them on his side. If he wanted to, he could have formed LT or Optic and got either one of those lynched because both of them wanted to kill both of them. So like. From my perspective, the only town team is probably Caney and Boobles, and then I have to figure out the other two. I disagree, LT.
Oh my God!
Who do you think is
What
Pat?
no, the most town team is Niltak Pat.
Does anyone remember?
Everybody,
I think
How'd you get that, Optic? Can you
apparently,
explain that?
nobody's called us Mafia all day today, which
No,
is
formal me if you're formal me. No, I
second
don't want
Bayrex.
Bayrex to start. Fuck!
Rescind this. Rescind this.
There's a formal on Bayrex accusation, please.
Why are we rescinding this? So I'll give this time to talk to Rolo's team because you're pretty much guaranteed
What do you
town for
mean?
me, and you're pushing.
You have to
'cause
keep an accusation
I haven't been
on us. Accusation on us. That's how accusation.
That's not how it works.
Yes, it does.
That's not how it works.
Yes, it is.
You can use the
Accusation
No, it's not how it
on
works.
us.
For what it's worth.
What the fuck? I'm
Formal
rage.
one player.
So, well, we kind of wasted the accusation time. That's great. Bayrex, Demon, you're pretty much my two lynches today because Rolo is not really going
Accusation
to
is not
reconsider
free time for
Caney,
you
and
to
Caney
talk.
I don't think is going to. I think he's towny enough to not die here. So, those two are the teams. I want to hear you talk, Bayrex. You're gonna. If
This
you let
game is
LT
cancer.
talk too much,
Oh,
it'll be
okay.
bad.
So from my perspective, so me and LT are reading the game really, really different, which is making it hard because like I read the
Should
game.
be a good thing. You get more information.
So I read the game in a different manner. Like I thought the vote on Tana and Double A was very damning because I don't see why Mafia. From my perspective, if I'm Mafia, I just vote on them that day. There's no reason for me to split vote. Like split voting is honestly retarded. You just get a free kill in. Like. And Double A saying double voting with your partner guarantees your Mafia is incorrect because day one that means Optic or Demon are Mafia or there was another team that double voted day one. Like it just
There were three teams that double voted day
yeah.
one.
Boodles.
Yeah, so based on that, also Double A pretty much confirmed himself as Mafia with that logic, because he also said he double voted on Templar, because Templar's formal was like too trolly. I don't think like it would have been beneficial to keep it in the game just based on the fact he just started dancing for no fucking reason. So right now I'm thinking Caney and Boobles are probably the town, and there's like a weird thing that I'm like thinking that like Rolo, Ziggy, and like it could be Niltak and Pat was playing really, really fucking scummy, and when Niltak stepped up, it changed my mind. But at the same time, Optic's tunneling on Caney.
Are you reading Optic Demon Town?
I'm not. I'm like, I honestly don't know who any of the teams are really. Like, I personally think
Who's the scummiest person, Bayrex?
the scummiest person is my partner, but that's unfortunately like I hate to say it, but
Besides that team.
Besides him, I think like Optic's like aggression with Caney is like not needed. Like he knows if he doesn't do that with Caney will not do it back, and like it's just going to continue to happen in the game.
Is that your only reason that you don't like Demon's team?
No, I think the day one formal where Demon spoke up more in the formal than Optic, it made me think Optic was like, Demon, hey, talk for me, because if Barracks hears me talk, he's going to figure out how to read on me.
No, I guess you could say he PM'd me. Never mind.
Yeah. Outside of that, like I thought day one Ziggy like interaction, he said someone was town in their formal, I forgot who it was, and then he said Demon was more towny than Optic, I believe. He argued, and then the way he came out day two, I thought was him like coming out. I think a lot of people think Ziggy isn't capable of things as Mafia, and I disagree. I think Ziggy can be a very confident Mafia player and do what he did day two. But the fact that he like shut down afterwards made me think he was scummy, and then Rolo kind of took over for the team there. The only team that's really talking together really well, I think, is Boobles and Caney, which is like interesting because at the same time, like the only reason my reads changed mostly on Boobles is for her defense yesterday, because she doesn't do it as Mafia. She like.
Can I ask a quick question, Rolo? Bayrex or Demon's team?
I think Demon's team. I don't know. Demon's team is probably scummier, but honestly, like, I would be watching either one.
The Bayrex team. You kill the Bayrex team first because of a double antenna.
I rescind.
I formal Optic.
Are you kidding me?
I second Optic.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
I
think that the way that the fact that you really think that you're trying to push this Caney Lynch seems really bad to me. I think that like after I explained it to you, you didn't like even like contemplate like what I said. It seems like, and you still want to go on them. And I felt that Bayrex's formal was really good there. The only reason I wanted to vote was because I thought LT was super Mafia, but Bayrex really stepped up that formal, and I think that you guys need to die today.
All right, you're like it's so bad. Like,
Rolo, and the fact
okay,
that
your accusation's over. Your accusation's over. So like Rolo, you're being dumb. Like the fact that we're not killing one of the two teams that were they both. Like, so both partners in both of those teams voted on both mislynches, right? And so we're not killing either of them. Like, that makes absolutely no sense, right? Like, why? Like, you can say vote logic doesn't matter, but then during the formals, like when it's crunch time, like Barracks talks about vote logic and Caney talks about vote logic and why him voting on the mislynch there is good, right? And Boobles hammering is good, right? Like, in the end, Boobles did hammer a town. Like, if you wanted to get information, Caney should not have rescinded. Off
Optic,
of Ryan.
Who do you think is Mafia?
Optic. So you think
I want to kill either Caney and Boobles or LT and Bayrex. I think that like it's. I think what Demon said before is very good. Like it has there's a good potential. There's a good potential that Caney and LT are busting each other because now tomorrow they can come out and be like, oh my gosh, we bust the other person. So there's no way. There's no way. Like it's so unbelievable. Like the fact that we're not killing.
How's there going to be a tomorrow? Yeah. How is there going to be a tomorrow if you're town? The game ends if you're town.
I'm saying if you two go at each other and then we lynch LT when you formal him at the beginning of the day and then we go into tomorrow. Are you stupid, Caney? Like, Caney thought that that's absolutely ridiculous. You didn't have your headphones on, so how are you supposed to hear what I'm saying? I said, if we killed LT,
can you
Caney, shut up. I don't care. shut up, Kenny. I don't care. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. Like, if you're trying to bury me because of that, then like you're absolutely mental. Like I said, if you kill LT when you formal him at the beginning of the day, then you go into the next day saying that you killed the Mafia. That's why you're able to Y-foam it. So I think that you're bust there.
I would like to talk.
Can we hear from Dean?
Yes,
Thank you.
Yeah, I agree with,
unbelievable.
Stop talking, Optic. I agree with Optic on a lot of points. If Kaney wanted information, he could have just killed Ryan day 2. But I think the reason he rescinds is because if he and Boobles kill Ryan together and Ryan flips his town that day, it puts a lot more suspicion on them. So they like delay it and then let it.
What's your logic on that against me? Pushing a formal.
But then we fucking hammered it.
Yeah,
What is the logic?
I'm saying.
Demon. What is the difference? What is the difference between me pushing on Ryan and pushing not to vote and that going over versus us hammering on AA and Tana yesterday?
Because you get.
What is the difference?
Oh, I guess there is no difference.
Yeah, there is no difference. You're
okay, shut up.
No, the exact point is that there is no difference.
To Kaney interrupt.
This is tilting. I'm going to bury Kenny with this. I'm going to bury Kenny with this. He could not explain why he didn't vote on Ryan. He said because Boobles didn't want to vote, but he wouldn't have thrown the formal on Ryan. He wouldn't have thrown the formal on Ryan because Boobles was reading Ryan at that point, and he said he was throwing the formal on anyways. So he didn't explain what changed his mind from not wanting to kill Ryan or from killing the Ryan.
He said a PM.
No,
he said a PM.
yeah, he said Boobles, but Boobles was already town reading him.
But
during the formal,
this is so obvious. It's just like it's like no, stop talking over me. This is my formal. I don't need to listen to you.
No, you see that they didn't talk over Barrack's formal, right? You see this? You're seeing this?
Kenny was pushing on me and Optic for talking over AA, and I wasn't even talking over AA. This is atrocious.
I never said that.
You did. You said Demon's pushing really aggressively and talking over you guys.
I never said that.
You did. You did. So
Demon, I just want to say, like, I'm probably voting, but if you're Mafia,
LT and Kaney have to push against each
This
other
is end of day or
so they can set up a mission tomorrow and win the game. If you guys, nobody's even listening. Why are you guys not listening?
Demon, I'm listening, Demon. If you're Mafia, like, you're carrying. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm voting.
Oh my God.
I'm voting.
No, you're not voting. I'm town.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Town.
Kaney's Mafia.
Kaney and
Time in the
LT, they
formal
both
is
need to
up.
die.
Push or rescind. Don't you hold it, Pat?
It's up to you. No, it's no tech.
It's Pat.
We literally, who's our,
all right, 10 seconds.
Who are our partners right now? Like, literally every team is pushing on us. Kaney talks over us and defends Bayrex. Like, it's super obvious. Who are our partners?
With 10 alive, it'll take 6 to lynch. If you wish to vote on Optic and Demon, place your hand to the camera and keep it there in 3, 2, 1, vote. 7 is enough. Optic and Demon have died. They are Vanilla Town. Everyone go to sleep. I should have said that after saying go to sleep. My apologies. Because Optic and Demon are Mafia. And I'm an idiot. I said the wrong word. So it didn't matter that I said it. Yeah, send me your night actions, etc.
Not alone. That's weird. Hi, Colin. Hey, incoming post-game salt farm. Fam. Yeah, I will not be here.
Yeah, post games are ass, and I will also not be here.
There's not going to be a post game.
Run
We're just going to roll
away.
straight into the next game.
Yeah, I hope so.
I'm gonna spend the entire post game insulting Josh.
Jump off a cliff.
Call him all the names.
I don't want to hear you, and I'm probably
You ready for a presence in this game, Josh? I don't know what the fuck you were doing day 1. I didn't even see you. You were so not down. You were so unhelpful.
He wasn't here. That's sick, dude.
That's the joke.
That's the read. I mean, come on.
Jesus, come on.
Are you in your truck?
Yeah.
He's always in his truck.
He's always in his truck?
Always.
Always.
Templar, are you gonna be in post game then?
Is there a bed in the back, or how does that work?
Do what?
Is there a bed in the back, or how does that work?
Yeah, I have in this truck. I have like an RV set up where
okay.
it's into a table.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You're never in the same spot, so it's like you're traveling around all the time. That's cool.
No, it doesn't drive. It just parks.
All right, Captain. Nobody wants any of this. I do enough. Silly shenanigans.
It's a palate cleanser. Oh my gosh, it's Pope. Hi, Pope. feel bad for being
How was
late
your
or
dinner,
something?
man? You have a good time? It was so
Hello?
good your
Test?
microphone died.
Oh,
That's
okay.
great.
Hi.
There you are. There you are.
Hi.
Wait,
It an epic slab.
Yeah.
Hello, Pope.
So it's
How
my
was your
sister's.
dinner?
It's my sister's birthday today.
Oh,
So
congrats.
I was out eating with my family, and
Is your sister
we just-
hot?
she's
Asking her
pretty.
real quick.
Yeah, she's pretty.
Is she on your Facebook?
Yeah, probably.
Does she look anything like you?
Yeah, kind of.
Is she single and willing?
Yeah, she is.
Is she American and likes a lovely English accent?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
We do. It's a.
If she went black, would
Is her name Kate?
No, that's my brother's wife.
Oh, okay.
I'm digging the teddy bear.
Yeah, so I was late, but
Did you advertise your game, CJ?
Yes.
Speaking of being late, y'all can go back to being dead.
What? That was fucking
I thought you were
gonna
say
Late
as in
fucking
dead.
terrible, Colin.
Late as in dead.
No. No.
Wake up! I'm looking for 8 faces, please.
Kenny, you're not allowed to show your notes on stream.
In the night, Kaney and Boobles, you die. Welcome to Final 3. This works just like normal Final 3, 3-minute formals, no accusations. You get your 10 seconds at the end of day. It gets pushed to vote automatically. Don't take the piss with the timer once it runs out. So with that being said, here are 9 minutes.
All right. Just give us immunity.
Did Pat vote?
Right?
Shut up. Did Pat vote?
I did vote.
Okay.
It was the most obvious thing in the world. Like,
why did Katie die there?
I don't know. I mean, I felt like they were pretty town red either way, but I think the fact, okay.
Well, once they flip Mafia, there's no way.
Pat. Like,
They were the hardest ones pushing on.
I formaled him like there to lose the game
right
there.
now is to get Rolo to get even more paranoid on us.
But Rolo and Siggy have been playing super weird this entire game.
Pushing
Pat, you're done. We literally voted. Okay, I voted.
Confirmed Mafia. I voted on confirmed Mafia.
So did myself and Rolo. The only person that didn't in this final 3 is LT. So I think we just kill LT. And
I understand. Like,
oh, you're funny.
We've been the most town. Like, other than the fact that we lynched AA, which was playing like dog shit.
I think that's dumb. I think me and Rolo have been probably down here.
What are you doing?
LT.
Don't formal LT.
There's a formal and LT accusation, please.
I think
there is no accusation. Sorry, it's final 3.
There's very little you guys can do to get me to probably not vote here. By the way, I'm pretty certain you can sell in this world.
My partner is the one paranoid, and Rolo is the one paranoid for you. I don't think
the game's pretty much over.
No, it's not, because we're town. Okay.
Can I switch partners?
Chop off my arm before I vote
No,
on
what?
Rolo.
I'm gonna say this now.
We're voting.
I'm gonna say this now.
I'm sorry, Bayrex, if you're town. Like, they played an amazing game. Sorry.
Did they though?
No, they didn't. They
Yes, we
jerked off
did.
for
Are you
3
kidding me?
days.
We didn't talk. Okay, we didn't vote. We didn't vote on AA and Tana. By the way, good read, Rolo.
Hold on.
So
What
you
you're
guys
saying
were-
is you played like a pussy and you won for it.
Just to be clear,
You played like a pussy and you win. That's how easy it is for Mafia. Based on how everyone played this game, but I already even talked about this setup. I don't personally like because I think Mafia can literally just sit there and jerk off and never vote and win the game and just accuse the voters. That's all Mafia has to do.
We also voted on the Mafia. Do we really have to say anything else?
Just to be clear,
who all voted?
All of us. LT town. I'm pretty sure LT might have town shielded.
LT no voted.
On the
demon?
confirmed Mafia.
I have all.
Yeah, LT no voted.
I didn't vote because I didn't
I
like
think.
the way that.
Did I get that?
By the way, let
Can
me
I
make
just
this.
ask? Well, no, this is important.
Hold on. No. Wait, this is more important. Miltak and Pat. If me and Rolo are Mafia, we literally just don't vote and they don't die. And this, I think the same applies for you two if you two are Mafia.
My vote. And you both think it's me and Siggy instead of them?
Yeah, the game's over.
Makes
The game's
no
over.
sense.
On that logic, Bayrex hammered. Like, what? Do you not get
pushing
that?
this,
I know because but you did not. But you did not vote
we're
as well
saying
as either.
Matter. I didn't know. Bayrex
Hang on.
said yesterday that we've been polar opposite this
Just
entire
to be
game.
clear, settle down for a second. You each think it's me and Siggy. Neither of you think it's Niltech Pat.
No, I don't know who it is. I would like to spend 5 fucking minutes, but apparently we're not.
Well, what do you think? I mean,
right now,
it's gonna take a lot for me to change my mind, dude. I don't know. I'm pretty convinced. Niltak played pretty towny in the later parts of the game too.
I feel like people are just like if Niltak and Pat, if you're both town, you're being used by that team the whole game. Like they literally oh my god.
Okay, so
I'm pretty sure you wanted to kill
Bayrex,
Niltak and Pat at one point.
Explain to me. All right, can we?
I did. I didn't want to kill Dana. This was my order was to kill both of you to win the game. I had the game solved.
You wanted to kill them at one point, so we're definitely not. It's not. We're not Mafia. So
hold on.
You're just pushing bad things, Bayrex.
Hold on, actually no. We can never be factually Mafia because Optic and them wanted to lynch us yesterday instead of everyone else in the game, and they literally would. No, they won the game that day. No, they want to. No, Demon said to lynch me and LT first.
I can't fucking talk.
You both push.
Are you voting?
Just let Bayrex talk in his entire formal.
Vote.
without-
All right,
The time in the formal is up. Push or rescind.
Rescind. Pat says you're not voting. I can't really.
So,
I
all right.
might vote
I mean,
later. I just want more time. I want more time.
I
Okay,
think
Pat.
I want
Day
to
one.
ask us
Pat,
anything.
Pat, let me tell you.
gameplay.
I want to ask Bayrex how day one did you guys vote on Optic
Can you formal me?
Yes, we did.
Okay,
Oh,
and then
me and Rolo definitely did not.
Can you just
I
formal
didn't.
me? I would just like to talk to Rolo.
Clearly, you're not going
I
to be able to
second
talk.
Pat.
Why are you just trying to talk to
formal
Rolo?
Niltek.
Like Rolo's not confirmed town. Like you're literally look at this game and
Who's the formal on?
Who's the formal?
I think it's
formal
on me.
Niltek.
I don't know if there was a second, but I'll
I don't
take
think
it.
anyone's
I
second.
can't second my partners.
LT and then formal me. Yeah.
Nah,
I
formal
I
Niltek.
just
All right, just let Niltek talk
I
then.
want Bayrex to give,
Bayrex,
to
second.
give what happened
You
on
didn't
like
let me
their-
talk.
I second Niltek. Why?
Thank you. All right, I just want to talk. Bayrex, you played.
I'm not going to let you talk.
You played
Like,
a
bullshit.
decent game, but you were still on my like. Could be town. Could be very well
Who are
be
you talking
hidden
about?
Mafia. I'm talking about Bayrex's team, your team. Rolo, sorry, Siggy. I have a good read on Siggy. I've been incorrect one time out of the 8 games I've seen him play. I don't think he comes day 2 out with that fire. I gave that read.
By the way, I did that after day one was like completely awful, and there was
And
like I got almost no reads from it. That's why I did that.
Days have been
You were the
awful.
exact same boat. Like that was
I tried to get it
complete
going
hot
in the right way,
garbage
you
of
know?
a day. I was so pissed off. I told Pat immediately during the day, like, hey, I'm sorry, but I don't want to fucking play this game because it was such a bad game. At start.
That's how I felt the first time we were partners. By the way, Niltek.
Rolo, yeah, I know. Rolo, you've been a harder read, but it seems to me like you're more paranoid as town. The way you were coming after me yesterday and questioning if I was actually town or not because of how confident I was.
This is all dumb. Rolo and I are good enough to not vote yesterday if Optic and Demon are
I
our
was
partner.
questioning. My main thing was Pat's interaction with Double A. That was
We
like
literally don't even have to say anything else. We would have not voted.
And if we weren't on a team, I think Pat would have been Mafia in my eyes because of the way he talked. And I'm sorry to say that.
Come on, that was
but
real.
it seriously was true. I understand, Pat, but you came off super scummy, and I completely agree with Rolo for that. And if you get confused and fuck up this game because of that, Rolo, I don't know if I fully blame you. Just try to read me based on what I did. I didn't vote on anyone day one. I thought the game was so bad that I didn't even care about the formals. I took my headset off during the Templar vote. LT's push was
So instead of
like that,
trying to end the cancer, you just let it go on.
No, because the whole town, everyone that was playing the game was going on about it, like was trolling, and I was getting pissed off, and I didn't want to do what I did day 2, which was full on yell, because it was bad enough. I live in a house full of other people, so yelling that loudly is bad for me. Double A and
Oh, how about this sick Twitch chat read too? Sorry, Niltak and Pat would have probably pushed the vote, and I think LT and Bayrex would have died yesterday if you guys were partners with Demon. So you guys are more Mafia again for that reason as well.
Rolo his opinion. I would just fucking kill
Thanks
him.
for confirming that you and Roller are Mafia. Reading Twitch chat.
To be fair, Rolo,
It's a
you
good
should have
Twitch chat
died
read, I
like
agree.
3 days ago. You were town read by everyone. I
But
don't know
we're
why
town too, and we also
you were
both
ever
voted.
doing that.
Well, if we didn't vote, he wouldn't have
It
died.
makes me slightly paranoid, and Pat came into the day slightly paranoid that you guys were Mafia, but I really think my good read.
Time in
on
the formal is up. Push or rescind.
I think it's Niltek and Pat.
I rescind.
Formal LT.
My second LT.
Am I gonna
There's
be
a formal one LT.
I want to hear LT talk more than Bayrex.
Okay,
Oh my God.
I'd like to hear myself talk other than the other.
Don't get talked out of this, Pat.
All right, so I'm going to just explain to how I cannot be Mafia at all. Like day one, I formal David. I legit thought he was Mafia. We get him killed. Day two, what the fuck? We slept because Kanye rescinded on Ryan. That's why I thought Kanye was Mafia the next day, in which I then remembered about the Tana formal that we had day two. I thought that was Mafia as fuck because his Tana is usually aggro, though I could be wrong because I haven't played Mafia in a while. And she was polar opposite from the game that Tana and I played the last time we played partner Mafia.
How's any of this clearing you?
Because I'm just talking about how my fucking logic went throughout the game. I thought she was Mafia because of that, therefore I pushed on her. I think I'm Mafia and I'm pushing on people who I know are confirmed town and getting myself out there as, this guy's Mafia. When there are role reveals, Siggy, do you think I'm literally going to do that?
I think that's what you did.
Could you
pushed
explain
on
the
people.
reads
You pushed on people who were obviously not Mafia, and you got them.
I don't think they were obviously not Mafia. If they died,
I think I didn't know about the Templar one. I think that one was either way. But I think the AA and Tana one were like super obvious, dude.
I don't know why I'm talking.
Talk then, bitch.
Maybe that's just, I guess, in hindsight, huh?
Talk then.
LT, you said you think it's Niltek and Pat. Talk about why that.
Pat and Niltek yesterday or the day before when
I swear to God, Rolo.
Tana and AA. I thought that we were on the same team because we were pushing on someone I thought was Mafia. They both voted. AA turned out to be town, and then they haven't really spoken about anything about AA and Tana since then, and I just think they're
dead.
What would they say?
They flipped his
They
town.
could bring up logic about Bayrex and I against it, but they haven't.
You should have killed them
asked
every
you-
time.
I can't think about the logic because
I asked you specifically. I asked you specifically.
Deductive reasoning, but I can't remember the
LT,
logic.
LT was really good for us. Regardless of
LT,
their flip
I
was
asked you
great.
specifically. I asked you specifically what the difference between because you voted and Bayrex didn't, correct?
Yes.
Can I talk?
Bayrex
Like-
and I were on different thought processes. Sorry.
And I asked that after the fact, and that was something that I was trying to gain information about your team. Is
Yeah,
that not logic? Is that not?
It's logic, but at the same time.
And how is? But how am I? How can you say?
I still say
I'm going to talk now. So, me and Optic and Demon on us are never partners.
You could blame.
Okay, I have to save this game because if we lose, I'm going to be pissed. So I'm down here, and here's why. One, Kanye, Optic, and Demon are never going to get Kanye lynched that day when Rolo reads them town. Pat reads them town.
That's time, Bayrex. You have 10
never
seconds.
read them town.
We're town. If you vote, you will lose.
With 6 alive, it'll take 4 to lynch. If you wish to vote on LT and Bayrex, place your hand to the camera and keep it there in 3, 2, 1, vote. LT and Bayrex have died. They are revealed as Vanilla Town. The Mafia team remaining is Siggy, Wiggy, and Rolo.
I told you, dude.
Who are victorious.
We should have won at Final 5, but I fucked up.
Thank you all for playing. That was very stressful. Let's see if we can get game 2 going.
Yeah, my
Hi,
bad,
Pope. Welcome to your stream.
Bayrex was more town than LT, but like
I agree.
Didn't say it didn't make
I
sense.
agree, dude. Bayrex
did not
carried
make
that team.
sense.
Made it harder.
I made a truly boneheaded play.
It did not make
It's all right. Like, Rolo,
if I don't vote, Niltek's not going to vote, and I don't think it was enough to pass on Optic.
That's correct.
even
You
if
just
he
needed
votes, it's
one
not
town.
enough.
I'm sorry,
One
CJ.
town
It
to
had
not
to
be
be
Wait, if
done.
I didn't vote and Niltek didn't vote, but Pat voted, it would have been
Even if Pat and
You
Niltek
need
voted,
one
LT
town
did
to
not
not
vote,
vote.
so he would not have
right,
died.
right. Yeah, that was stupid.
There are 6 town alive, and you need 6
But
to
like,
lynch.
but
So you
at the
need
same
one.
time, Rolo, it really sold
And
the
that
narrative that we're for town, right?
It's weird. In that
Rolo,
exact
we can just roll. We can just ride that for the
I
whole
would've
game
flipped
then.
on that. Like that would have been immediately a reason to flip on you.
Yeah, I
Flip on
know.
my
That's
rage.
what I was thinking. In that
Like,
exact moment, I was
did
just
great.
thinking, I'm gonna do what I do
I
as
had
town and
back
just worry
speed.
about it after. That was my thought, but.
They actually played Townie, but like
I think I
wasn't
played that
Townie
final
enough
three pretty scummy, if I'm honest.
to read. I'm sorry.
Ziggy literally was claiming wolf the whole final three, trolling us in our face to LT. Like every time LT got formal, Ziggy's just shit talking him to get him pissed.
He did a good job. I
I
don't know.
play that
It's kind
final
of
three
like, it's
pretty
kind of
poorly, I
like it's
think.
helpful for Mafia to like
lost
piss
me.
town off. Like,
Did
kinda like that helps
I
go into the-
carry Optic?
Yes.
Yeah.
Optic is Mafia, dude. He just like tries to interrupt the town and just be like complete
Yeah.
cancer. I love it.
By the way,
get
day
back.
one proved that Optic and Demon were Mafia when we brought up the vote.
What did you say, Duke?
I still need your PayPal.
Yeah, if that vote was ever given some
why?
serious look at, it would have looked bad for me and
I
Sid.
said it in the final
We
day.
voted Optic Demon, and we both voted on
You buried the
Lauren,
fuck out
whoever.
of your partner, Rolo. Not only did you vote to kill him, like you got the formal off of Demon's team.
Well, at the end, I thought you held the formal. I was
Wait,
gonna say
what?
you should. I was gonna say you should rescind and put it on LT and Bayrex, but Pat held the formal. He pushed a vote. So at that point, it looks
yeah,
weird
I
if
knew
I
what
no
you were-
vote. I think.
Yeah.
Then I'm just going for it at final five.
I would have listened to it twice. Once was enough.
No, it's fine. I think
That was my bad, Pat. That was just a bad read.
It's okay. Like I just said that like the main reason why is because after that day everybody was reading Ziggy and Rolo Town.
Yeah, we should.
Like,
I was like,
that
this
was
is the.
why. That was the reason, because like when you lived that day, I was like, oh, now I'm paranoid.
Yeah.
I said that.
Well, no, I think the final 3 kill makes more sense than the final 5 kill. Like,
I agree. I agree.
Boobles and Caney can never be with Damon and Optic. Like they were just straight up going at each other hard. But us staying alive,
Staying
before
alive
Fletch
over
and
Ryan and Fletch is like,
looks
what?
because we're the 4 no voters on AA and Tana.
And we're like,
So it's like,
we're progressing again.
Why did they die instead of us?
Yeah.
Would Caney kill Barrick
Yeah.
there?
No, Caney
No,
would have
he
killed
would-
Siggy and Rolo. So Caney
Yeah, he-
picked up on so
That makes
when
sense.
Demon and on day 2, when Demon and Optic were under fire, Demon said to Siggy, or one of the two said to Siggy, Siggy Wiggy, rein in your partner, and he read that as Mafia on Mafia. Really good read, but he didn't go with it because you
I think,
didn't
I think
tell anything.
Optic said
You
it.
were third.
And
on his
also,
score
just
list.
logically, like LT and
I don't think I
Rex
said that. I
could
think that's
think
Optic.
that you guys
Yeah, I think
are
it was
more
Optic.
likely with Optic and Demon than me and Siggy based on Final 5. Like I voted, and then you said you were gonna sheet my vote, so like it looks like you're forced to bust, whereas I just like did for whatever reason.
There's no way we can lose that final 3 after misplaying final 5.
I would have been so like just.
We should be able to just theoretically ride that time.
I actually think if you formaled me over LT, I probably could have gotten it.
That was why I
So
told him.
Bayrex, if you and LT are aligned, tell
I
LT
said
to shut
Bayrex,
up and
you were
defend
so
him in his own formal. You know, you can
I
do that, dude.
And you guys disagreed. You guys disagreed on who it was at Final 3. LT thought it was Niltek and.
Okay,
you
so
thought it
Barrick,
was Siggy.
I don't know what you could have done to
LT,
like,
you
show
needed
that
to
you're
cool
Townie.
out. You needed to chill out.
So okay, so the logic I was bringing up, where Optic and Demon's kills were me, Caney, or them, or us. So they automatically know
Yeah, you
Caney.
playing, Duke?
They automatically know Caney and Boobles are never going to die, so it falls on us. They win the game that day. They never do that to a Mafia team because they just win. Like, there's no reason to ever put your Mafia team in a scum circle that day.
Alright, so let's talk about this. Let's talk about this for just a second. Who played? Who was the good Mafia team? Who's the best Mafia partner? Siggy. All right, good job, Siggy. Who do you think?
No, Siggy sucked. Rolo was the best Mafia.
All right, Rolo and Siggy played right. All right, good job.
In
Who's the
this
best
order
town
went
team?
Siggy, Rolo,
What
Demon,
town
Optic.
team did awesome?
Played okay. Rolo was
Caney played really well.
I think Rolo and I both had high points and low points.
Yeah, we had an ebbs and flows there.
Caney and Boobles, great job. Good
I
job.
think Jordan did a good
CJ,
job.
were you
He
gonna
didn't
vote
say
on me
much
if I
on day
didn't put the
1,
hat
but day
on?
2 he came out before he died.
Good
He
thing I
had
did.
good reads.
I dream of a game too.
I think Ryan
So,
and Fletch played
if
really
you
well.
are
I-
not
they
playing
were
game
like
2,
the least
if you're not playing game
cancerous
2,
and
get
yet
out
they had
soon.
input.
Leave now.
You
Leave
get
now. Go if you're not going
Thanks
to play
for playing,
game 2 with
everyone.
us.
I hope you had fun. We're gonna play a regular game too.
Yes, we might have a larger setup. Are you not playing, Abby?
I look so happy about that.
No.
Did you not want to play a regular game, Pope?
Oh no, we're gonna play a regular game.
Okay.
If it's
It
a
looks like
20-minute
it's going to be a
setup,
larger setup.
If it's a large
Yeah, that's
setup,
okay.
I'll mod
if you are, let's just do it this way. You don't have to leave if you're not playing. But if
are
you
you
are
going to mod the setup we were talking about?
If you are playing, can you turn your camera on? And if you
What if
aren't
you're not
playing,
sure?
can you turn your camera off?
What if it
So
really
that way
depends
we
on
can
who's
get numbers.
staying, who's playing?
If you are playing, turn your camera on. If you aren't playing, turn your
Abby,
cameras
AA,
off.
Bubbles,
Captain, if I'm Mafia, I
Katie,
promise not to kill you for
Captain,
like
you
next
didn't read
game.
either of us Mafia on day one. Get wrecked.
Yeah, Darius.
Camera
We might
on,
need to
if
ping.
playing.
people were playing first.
Camera
Why kill